A boom, 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 boom. Hey, we live up in this place. What it do? What's going on? It's your boy SB. What's going on? What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Oh, wait, it ain't even morning no more. I'm tripping. What time is it? I got the blinds on. It's evening. Good evening. Good evening. Who we got in the building? Cali Bones. Of course, Cali Bones is in the building. Of course, that. All right, let me see. Let me put you on the screen real quick. Cali Bones SB, what it do, my guy? What it do? How's everybody doing today? How are you guys feeling? How's you guys' day going so far? My bad. I'm over here playing with this sound right now. Hope this is good. How's everybody doing so far though? Who else we got? We got Chris Roberts in the building. Chris Roberts was good. How you feeling? How you feeling? We got Ro, what you doing? You working tonight or what? You doing overtime? What's going on? AZA3 fam in the building. What's going on, my guy? My guy Rogue in the building. We got Twin in the building. What's going on? What's going on? How you feeling? Rogue, is you working or what? I might have to pull you in this live tonight. If y'all are just tuned in, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that like button real quick. Where that little thing at? It's Thursday. You feel me? Week is almost over. It felt like it's been a long week, man. I ain't gonna lie. Where's this thing? Comments. All right, there we go. Where we go. But this has been a long week. Been a good week though. You know what I mean? We all alive. We all here. We breathing. Legs work. Arms work. You feel me? We up in this piece. What's going on? Good evening. Good evening. How you feeling? How you feeling? Hey, Rogue, you working at home right now? Or are you actually in the office? But yes, we are in this piece. I'm ready for Friday. I'm gonna lie, and I don't have no reason to be waiting for Friday. I just I'm not ready for Friday. I got to go in for the DSP tomorrow. I'm not excited about that. Anytime I got to go into the DSP, I gotta like brace myself for that. I don't know. I'm kind of old. Like I said, y'all seen from the vlogs already. I'm over the DSP, but you feel me? The checks still, they come in handy, man. Having them checks every 2 weeks on top of the regular check, it does help out a lot. You know what I mean? So, Rogue, what you say? Let me see. Rogue said working at home might be a busy night. Y'all still got a gang of freight coming in over there? That's one thing I've been tripping off of. We still low key like the same volume. We still busy. They just called overtime. MET. You feel me? I'm like, hold it, wait, what? You don't have to go back and scroll down on that email. They just called MET for us. I'm not excited over that because now I'm gonna have to call off on the DSP side, which I'm cool to do, but it's just a hassle because I already told my DSP side, yo, I'm good except for peak season. Now it's like, hey, I can't come in or boom, boom. I hate having to make those excuses. But I'm like, yo, why are we doing MET and it's February? So I don't know. That's pretty crazy. Y'all got MET over there, Rogue? Any of y'all in here? Y'all got MET going on? A lot of people were saying that they have VTO. I'm glad we ain't got no VTO. I don't need that. I don't even need that temptation right now because I'll be like, I'll take it. Cali Bone said today's Friday. That's a fact. Yeah. So, all right. So we're supposed to have a special guest. Shout out to my dude, Big Mike. I actually reached out to him before we started this live, probably about 30 minutes, about 45 minutes before. I was like, yo, you want to hop on early to check the sound? So he had a family emergency. So Mike is not going to be able to pull up today. He wants to reschedule the day. So we got to find a day that works best for us. It's kind of difficult on both our ends. He is an AM on the sort center. He came from a facility though. That's why I already knew it would have been super dope because that transition, it would have been official. But we're gonna have to catch him on the next one. But I'm just hoping for the time frame because with my schedule and his schedule, it was already kind of difficult to link up. So, but it's all good. We're gonna make it happen. Rogue said, yeah, we got a good volume of tickets for my shifts back half nights on Wednesday and Thursday. We haven't gotten MET lately, just VET. Well, just having VET alone, man, that's a good sign. That's good right there. If I That's what kind of makes me want to quit even sooner on the delivery side. It's like, yo, I mean, if we just gonna have all this MET and VET, I might as well just quit now and then snatch up the MET and be straight. I'll be getting paid more and I'll still be at the house. I don't have to be driving around all day. So I was thinking about that, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I would want to do that just because I feel like as soon as I do that, then I'm like, all right, no more MET. It's gonna be like, you know what? You feel me? Uncle Jeff, we finna have issues in this piece. So I don't know about that, but that will be kind of dope though. But so since a mic ain't gonna be coming in, honestly, we'll probably just keep it at an hour tonight. It won't be too crazy unless we have somebody hop in and it get crazy, you feel me? But other than that, we probably won't. But I guess we can just go over on the vlogs that I'm about to do because I'm about to shoot. I usually take one day out the week when it comes to making the vlogs, try to shoot them all within that one day, edit them, and then post those throughout the week. So that's kind of why when you see certain vlogs, it's like I got the same stuff on, and then I post another one with something else on, then another one has the same one on from like 2 days ago. It's because I shoot all of them, I bulk record, chop them up, and then post them out at different times. So yeah, that's kind of how that goes. Rogue said, do what's best for you. Bruh, quitting all the jobs will be best for me. You feel me? I want to quit all. Yo, that's one of the videos, the vlogs that I'm doing pretty soon. How Amazon stresses me out. It's a stressful job working at Amazon. You feel me? And I've done that before. Who's that? Charlie? Hey, good looking. Charlie, where you at? Hey, good looking on the super chat, my guy. Charlie always dropping some love. Good looking, Charlie. Appreciate that a lot, for real, for real. But I did a video talking about how stressful it could be working in the 3 most stressful positions. But I kid you not, I didn't even notice this until I think it was like a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago. I was looking at some of my older pictures of just me in general. I think it was on Instagram or something like that. And I seen like, yo, I got way more gray hairs now than I had when I first started working here. And that's a fact. But I know it's because, especially this last year with Amazon, I think this has been my most stressful year with Amazon. I think I'm going to have to title that video that. I'm going to record that after this live. I think I'm going to title it that, like my most stressful year working at Amazon. I think that's a nice little catchy title to use. But it has been, and the reason why, literally from day one coming into corporate to just to today, you feel me? Like it's been learning. You get a position, okay, now we have this new thing we got to do. Now you have to learn and adjust. Okay, wait, hold on. It's been 2 weeks. Here's something else new we got to learn. All right, we got to adjust to that. Okay, here's something else we got to adjust to that. Oh, well, next, now you got a new site. Now you got to learn this. Oh, wait, now you got a new department. Now you have to learn. So it's been a whole lot of learning for this whole last year. And that's, I ain't gonna lie, it's been low-key kind of stressful. Your boy's been getting some grays, you feel me? It's like, yo, how am I getting grays? But them bad boys been popping out because of Amazon. And that's a fact. Was it that stressful in the warehouse? It was. But it got to a point where you learned your job and that was it. You feel me? You didn't have to learn something. Well, you'll still learn something new every now and then, but it's like the bulk of your job, you knew. You know what I mean? That's like, at least when I was younger, different parents, uncles, they had one job and they learned that and they did that. You feel me? But with Amazon, you finna be moved around. You're going to get flexed over here. You're going to get flexed over there. You're going to learn this. Oh, you're doing good. All right, cool. Bet. Now I want you to learn this. It's like, bruh, can I let my brain be sane for like a few days? They're like, nope, here you go. Learn this. Rogue said, I hear you for real. See, he's in corporate. You feel me? And it's just like, man, it can be stressful. You know, at least for me, all the different departments that we have are different. Everybody, and then all different type of people are different. I know some people in corporate who love it. Like they like FC, I'm straight. But me, all my strengths are more so in the FC. You know, I'm the one who's in corporate like, yo, I got to escape. You feel me? I've been writing down plans. It's like, all right, how can I break up out of here? Ain't nothing working, y'all. You feel me? Like I didn't put in, what's that? I put in my resumes. I still ain't got nothing back from that yet. So it's just like, yo, I got to get out of this place. But I'm still here. You feel me? And that's one, I can't just dip out. That's one thing I don't do, especially Amazon. Like even people with L1s who's been in Amazon, I've seen it happen plenty of times. They'll be there grinding, they get it in, boom, 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 stacking up their money. And all of a sudden, one day or 1 week, it's just pretty bad. They're like, you know what, I quit. No plan. You feel me? Then a few months later, they're trying to get back with the company. So I'm not the type who's moved by feelings. I try my best not to be moved by my feelings and emotions. Like I've been stressed literally since I've got to corporate. I'm still here though, you know what I mean? But I need to make sure it don't, because stress is something you don't want to play with. It physically changes you. It emotionally changes you. Like, you know what I mean? It does a lot of damage, like to you as a person, as a human. What human needs to be walking around stressed in work, outside of work? Like, nah, that's not how life needs to be. I'm sticking it out right now, but I just can't. I really don't want to leave the company quite yet. You know what I mean? So, but it is what it is. I'm out. No, I'm playing. I'm out. Let's see what's going on. How are you doing? What's going? Would say SB. I just wanted to share. I got accepted as ambassador, as a white badge. Been watching since I started 2 months ago. I'm a male, just using my girlfriend's account. What it do, my guy? Shout out to you. Congrats on the ambassador. Getting your vest and getting to the position. Take advantage of it. And 2 months in, that's what's up. You making some good timing. So your 2 months, just getting that ambassador, kill it. What department are you in? I was in Stowe. Oh, snaps. I was in Stowe, but once you're in that position, now it's just capitalize on it. You know what I mean? Like I would take advantage of, like I always say, that away team. You feel me? Go to your HR, go to your manager. Not sure how cool you are with your manager. Go to HR, be like, hey, not like that. Be professional. Be like, hey, I want to look into the away teams. Are there what's the building letters, or what do you need? I think you need the building letters. Like, what's the building initials or building letters for the upcoming away teams? I would like to apply. They'll give them to you. Then go to your A to Z. Well, I think you have to be on. Oh no, they changed it. Go to your A to Z. Fill out your application so you can get on those away teams. Take advantage of that as an ambassador, my guy. I'm not even gonna lie. That's a free vacation. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. Like, it's official. That's the best thing. That's my best job experience ever, ever in work history. Like, I've had some dope stuff with jobs taking place, but the away team, I don't think that could be matched in any way, shape, or form. I just don't think it could be matched, especially if you go in somewhere far. They are flying you out. You feel me? You're getting into a super dope hotel. You're getting a rental car. They paying you for gas. You're getting paid for food for a whole month. I'm finna go be an ambassador. Where my ambassador vest? I still got it in the closet. I'm about to go break that bad boy out just to go on the away team. Let's see. Ro, what you say? He said, yeah, I'm switching from MST to CST sites in 2 weeks, but I'm actually looking forward to it. The downside is that I'm going back to cover. Oh my goodness, covering for what? Why are you covering so many sites? See, I'm over here stressed out with one site. Now I know our departments are different, so you could probably have less things that you have to do. But that right there, that's one thing I don't be feeling when it comes to corporate. Yeah, but that's anywhere. Even in the warehouse, they do that. They'll put, like, all of a sudden they had 4 water spiders, but then it's like, we're going to cut that work and we'll only put 2 water spiders there to do the work of 4 water spiders. I would rather have that because it's not mentally. The mental heaviness of pressure, the mental pressure hits way harder than physical pressure, in my opinion. So that's why I would be able to handle that type of stuff in the actual warehouse. I've been handling it on the corporate side, but it hits different. You feel me? It hits different. That's no lie right there. That pressure mentally hits different. So you talking about 4? What you say? You said 4 sites, 5 sites? I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Rogue. I'm playing, but that's a whole lot, my dude. Are you doing you doing notes for all those things, Sarah notes and all that stuff too? That's too much. For what? I'm not gonna start my corporate rant, but yeah, that's too much. Let's see. We got what to do. Welcome to the live. It says, I feel zero stress working at Amazon. LOL. I'm only a PG and about to be a PA right now, but my biggest stress, if I could name one, would be the fact that I see a lot of solutions to problems and no one sees. My dude, that's not, or can't see the picture. Yeah, my dude, that's a good thing. That's gonna help put you in position. Like they love people being proactive and they love people trying to come up with solutions. That's all Amazon is about. You want to know how to move up? That's it right there. See a problem that needs to be fixed and fix the problem. My only thing will be like, hey, make sure you let it be, not let it be known. Just make sure you let a few people know that you want to try to fix the problem so your manager doesn't take all the credit for it. You know what I mean? So that could kind of be stapled to you so you can use that when it comes to getting your promotion or trying to move up, if you're even trying to move up. But you said you're in the warehouse and you don't have zero stress as a PG. That's what's up. That means that you handle, I mean, as a PG, I was stressed. Not like I am now, but it was times. I remember when I first became a PG, I was stressed because I didn't know how to use all that stuff on a laptop, how to code. It just seemed like a lot. And the person training me, I don't think they wanted me to have that position. So they tried to make it super complicated as well. But just knowing how to change, time code and knowing how to read in all the numbers and PPR and all that stuff, it really did stress me out. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But it stressed me out for maybe the first few weeks. But once I got it down, it was cool. And then pressure would come every now and then when peak season came, when we have super volume and all the stations is packed out. But then that, it wasn't nothing crazy. But if you're handling that PG, you say zero stress right now, and as a PG, you're going to do good. You're going to do real good. Because that's what it's about. When you're moving up and in leadership positions, on how you handle your stress and how you handle pressure, who cares? Who cares? I've seen some people who quote unquote dope and really get the job done, but crack under that pressure. What use is that? You know what I mean? They definitely need people to be able to handle that pressure. It is pressure. Pressure will come. But if you don't feel it, my dude, you're going to kill it. That's what's up. It says, it's hard for me to get people to see the problems, let alone get them to understand the solution. That's where I need to develop my communication and leadership skills. Got you. Well, see, that's another leadership skill you do have. You see the problem even with you. You know what I mean? This is what I need help on. This is what I need to do to get to that level. You in the game. You feel me? Now you just got to execute and do it, and you in the game. But that first thing that you said is a big thing that a lot of people don't see. A lot of people will be in one place. Most people won't even notice that something's wrong or notice something could be done different, first off. And then the next thing is, it's maybe 2%, maybe 1% of that will actually try to come up with something to actually fix that problem, to present it hey, I seen this was messed up over here. This is taking this long to do. I kind of got a solution. What if we did boom, boom, boom? I think get done quicker. But they love that. AMs, managers, OMs, they love that. They love streamlining that process, making something quicker. That's what they love right there for sure. Charlie said, quick tip, everyone. If anyone does travel, get yourself a travel credit card and you get yourself that 5%, then get refunded by Amazon. Look, my dude, he pulling these, you feel me? That's why he be dropping them super chats. You feel me? He got the game on lock over here. Hey, that's a fact though. One of my boys from the corporate side, this dude he went to France, he went to Italy. My dude be going everywhere, but he's on the same tip to where he uses the credit cards and get these. I don't even know how all that stuff works. I need to find out because obviously y'all be taking advantage of it and you guys are getting the best from it and it's there to do, you know what I mean? But I don't know how to work that. But I've seen one of the homies, he travels a lot and gets money back, all that good stuff. So Charlie, good looking on that tip, my dude. That's what's up. I know when it comes to the gas, we get refunded, but they won't unless you know how to do it. You have to use that. I forgot what it's called. It's some way that you can document it, but a lot of people don't ask for that. They just use the little credit card that Amazon gives you for their own gas, missing out on money that they can get back. But nah, good looking on that, Charlie, for real. That's what's up. I didn't even know that. Rogue said, our departments are different. 5 sites can be managed. It's just that we get a lot of requests on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Friday and Saturdays are chill. No notes needed. No notes too? That's what's up. We get a lot of requests every day. In my department, it's me, and then I take requests from 5 different people, all in that same chat group. So they'll be like, oh, can we make this move here? Oh, can we make this move? Can we get an extension on this? Can we get a case for this? It's bro, it's 5 of y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all need to chill out, So right now it's not really that bad because it's not peak. But It can get bad. But that's pretty dope though. Y'all can manage 5 sites. That's what's up. So it must not be too crazy. So that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Let's see. Speedy Internet, shout out to you. Thank you much for tuning in to the live. And you guys that's in the building right now, if you can, please hit that like button. That helps the video spread and all that good stuff. So hit that like button if you can. If you're not subscribed yet, you'll definitely hit that subscribe button for sure. Speedy Internet said, kind of dislike being a delivery driver for Amazon DPS. Would working in the warehouse be better? Speedy Internet, I am with you. I don't kind of dislike it. I dislike it. I don't like it. Only thing I like about it is I'm getting paid. Like that's what gets me throughout the day. When the phone stopped working, when the GPS be tripping, when when I don't have a gate code to get in to make the delivery, when I can't find the address, when the thousands of things that can happen on that delivery route happens, I get frustrated sometimes, but then I'm quickly reminded I'm getting paid for this right now. You know what I mean? It's well above minimum wage. You know what I mean? So that's really the only thing that keeps me going on that job, which it shouldn't be. Is like, yo, it sucks, but that's how it is. Would I mind? Would I think you should be working in? Would a warehouse be better? I actually just did a vlog on that. The warehouse, Amazon warehouse versus Amazon delivery. If you haven't checked that out, when this live is over, whenever you leave, you can check that out on my main page. Overall, I did say the warehouse is better. So many reasons why. First off, if you're on the delivery side, there's absolutely zero chance of a career in that. You know what I mean? Like, where you're going to go. The only place you can go up is to dispatch. Or it's not really that far you can go. You know what I mean? And then when you're technically looking at the DSP, those are all small companies. Even though it says Amazon delivery, every single DSP in every state and all that stuff, they're all small businesses. So the network is tiny. You know what I mean? So I think the warehouse network is global. So there's really no limit on what you can do when you're with the warehouse. And that's another thing too. A lot of people grow so quick in Amazon because the network is so big. So if you're looking for a job where you can grow, I think the warehouse would be better. Me, I got a home. I wanted a job where there was some type of growth and longevity, because you need that 2-year job history when you're going to apply for your home loan. I chose Amazon. I was with a small business doing armed patrol security. I could have gotten a little bit more money, but me looking at the big and the long picture is like, I think Amazon in the long run would have been more beneficial. And and it was. You feel me? It was way more beneficial. It depends on your goals. You feel me? If you're trying to be a homeowner, if you're trying to, whether, or you just want to stay in an apartment, whatever the case may be, honestly, in every which way, I think the warehouse is better, unless you just need a check. You know what I mean? If you need some quick money, then yeah, you're gonna stay with the delivery side. I just don't like it. You know what I mean? I'm not even gonna lie. I just dislike it. It's too stressful. I think, am I getting old? I'm just like, everything. It's just Amazon. I'm not even gonna lie. Amazon will put that stress on you, boy. I am not playing. They put that stress on you. So doing 2 of them, I think I'm just at the point where I'm just over it, because I do 2 of them. I get stressed Monday through Wednesday through the rest of the days of the week is the other Amazon. You feel me? Amazon hit me with the left hook and a right hook, corporate and delivery. You feel me? So, but overall, if you could get into a warehouse, I would. You're not out in the streets driving around at nighttime, walking into people's yards, getting chased by dogs. You feel me? Like in the warehouse, you're at least in a secure building. At least there's light. At least you're around people who work there, not just random people. At least if you need to go use a restroom, there's a restroom there. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? At least you don't have to worry about a new route every single day. To me, hands down, the warehouse is 30 times better. But on the delivery side, you are by yourself, which could be a downside as well. But you are by yourself, though. So I would choose working in the warehouse. Like, I'm trying to leave corporate to go back to the warehouse. You feel me? So, but that's just my opinion. There's people who absolutely love delivery. More power to them. That's what's up. It's just everybody's different. It depends depends on you. But I would say look even past you. Look at your goals in life, what you're trying to get in position for just as a human. And you should probably judge your job according to that as well, for those long-term decisions, such as being a homeowner, or you need a new car, or a lease for an apartment. You need to take that into consideration when you're choosing your job. I think one of the biggest things, growth. You know what I mean? If you needed to grow, can you grow there? You know what I mean? That's just my opinion, though. My guy, what it do? Dark Knight Ninja in the building. What's going on, fam? Say what's good. I applied for Amazon. I'm just waiting for my interview. Hopefully, it doesn't take a long time. Which one, delivery or the warehouse? Either one. You're that interview when that comes, go me real quick. And I'm like, hey, hi. All right, bye. You start Tuesday. Like interview? What interview? You feel me? If it's DSP, it ain't even an interview. It's more like an introduction. You feel me? Like you're hired. If they accepted it, you're hired. If you got an interview date, you're on. You feel me? You just gonna go to the interview to get your start date. But depending on the side, if it's Amazon warehouse, there ain't no interview over there on a delivery. So yeah, they call the interview, but it's basically like the introduction day. Like if you go there that first day, it's gonna be like 10, 12, however many other people they onboarded, they gonna be there with you. They're just gonna talk about the company. Because it's not, like I said, it's Amazon, but the DSP, the owner, is different. You know, they're a small business. So they're gonna talk to you and talk to you about what they do and boom, boom, boom. And then it's more so just like, you know, when you starting, then I think you're gonna have to go into your background check and all that good stuff. But yeah, interview, you straight. Amazon delivery, they turn over so many drivers so much. It's not as easy. I don't say it's not easy. Yeah, like Amazon warehouse, right? The reason why it's so easy for people to get hired there, the qualifications are less than a delivery driver. Like you need a valid driver license to be a delivery driver. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't have that. You know what I mean? A lot of people, their license is suspended, it's expired. They got tickets, boom, boom. So that alone chops off a big thing. I think you got to be 21 in the warehouse. You only got to be 18, so that chops off a big thing. And then once you get through all that stuff and you actually get on the job, then the workload that chops 50% off. I don't want to say 50, but I want to say 50% off of the people who work there. They don't like it. They're like, yo, I don't want this workload, these routes. You know what I mean? It chops a lot of people off too. So, let me see. But you're gonna be good if you got the interview. You straight. You know what I mean? You good. Just collect your checks. Take advantage of it. Says thank you. Basically, I'm everywhere. Probably 90% of the whole building. Wherever they need me, I pick up every single extra shift. They provide. I don't go below 50 hours a week. Managers are amazing. That's what's up. That's what's up. You're in a good position, and if you like your managers, that's one of the potent things that working at Amazon that will make people or break people. Management. There's some people who want to quit so bad, is most likely due to the team that they're on. But, or even like you're a PG, so you have a good manager and you're around good managers, so it won't be that stressful. But there's a lot of people who are in those PG process guide and PA process assistant roles, and they have whack managers or managers who may not like them for some reason, or manager, whatever the case may be, that may cause some friction. That makes the job more stressful. You know what I mean? Like my first time being a PA, my first manager, that was one time I stressed in a warehouse with my first manager. Stressful. Like the things that manager didn't make sense, to the point other managers came to me and was like, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you keep up with that person. Like keep going. You feel me? It's like, so management plays a lot. So you got some dope management, man. You set up. You in there. But I would try to make your move while you got all those managers in position, because they all know you, they all know your skill set. So they will endorse you when you go for that PA position, when you go for that AM position. You want to do that while they're all there, because state managers tend to get rotated every like 6 months, or they get rotated a lot. So you want to try to capitalize off of all the endorsement you have with all those managers before they leave, because then when the new managers come in, you got to prove yourself again, which kind of sucks sometimes. But I've been there before. Thanks for the feedback, man. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you too. No problem. My dude Rogue said, I'm going back to traveling soon. I'll be signing up for a passport next month. I plan to go to Southeast Asia next year. I'll likely be there for a month. I'm going to Hawaii this year. My dude, man, I need to go to your department. You feel me? My dude Rogue goes, he said, I'm trying to travel. I low-key wanted to go to New York this year. I still might do it. Only thing that'd be kind of, you know what? The thing that was like, all right, never mind. When they shut all them planes down for the whole, they grounded all the planes and the GPS, all that stuff stopped working, whatever they said. I was like, yeah, all right, I'm straight. I don't like planes. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like flying. Every time I fly, I'm like tensed up the whole time. I be trying to play my music and distract myself. You feel me? I'll laugh at something for me. I'm like, huh. Then I looking that little. I'm looking on the side of the plane. The wing got something flapping all weird. It's just like I would have to be sitting right here looking at this. Oh shoot! But hopefully I can go to New York this year. That's my plan to travel. But my dude said he's going to Hawaii and Southeast Asia. That's what's up, man. That's gonna be a huge culture change, and that's one I love. That I love being in different cultures. So man, I hope you enjoy that. That's gonna be super fire. You need to go ahead and vlog that too, man. That'll be some dope footage to see. Token said, "I'm here for the tea." What tea you talking about, Token? We ain't drinking nothing but healthy tea over here. A motivation tea. You feel me? We don't, no drama, no drama. Unless no, I'm playing. I'm about to say. Let me stop. Let me stop. Who's this? We got Chris. He says, "I did sign up to move to singles to get into the PA. Do whatever you got to do. You feel me? To get into that position, I would just say do it. When I went from California to Arizona, I had to take the position as a PA in outbound. I didn't want to do it because I was an inbound PA for Stowe. So, but the thing is, Stowe, I literally trained them because I was out here on the away team and I trained the PAs. And then I had a family situation in Arizona. I was like, yo, I have to move out here. I have to stay. Good thing they were already like, yo, we can use you over here. You're official. I was like, bet. Well, can I be a PA? I got to be a PA though. They was like, yeah, for sure. Cool. All right. Inbound, but I just trained the inbound PA. So what? I'm getting a different shift. They was like, yeah. So that part, you're going to be in outbound. I was like, but I needed that position. So even though it's a different, you're going to be doing it or you're trying to get it in singles, the responsibilities are pretty much the same. You're going to be labor tracking. You're going to be you're basically like the assistant manager. So if anything, it's just the process that you're going to have to learn, which is different. Other than that, everything else, the leadership skills, it's all the same and they can be utilized, wherever. When I switched over to outbound, same thing. Everything was the same except the process. I had to learn about packing and how to pack the box and the little things, what those things called that RME be taking forever to fix. All the technical stuff in the process you got to learn, but the leadership and skills, all that stuff's the same. So you'll be straight. Slow phones plus rush management, stress on stress. Oh, okay, for the delivery side, that's a fact. Them slow phones, especially when the GPS be all like lagging, terrible, terrible, terrible. But then I just ended up switching over to using my phone. But I did that one time and it messed up everything. I don't know why it did that. That's only ever happened one time, but that literally was my worst night when that happened. Because I was actually going to end early and my delivery phone died. And wait, hold on real quick, y'all. All right, so my delivery phone died. I switched over to my regular phone and that thing, it lost all the hits I already did. It was just a mess. So even though I was about to finish early, I had to stay out until about 10 o'clock to get that done. It was crazy. Yeah, that was wild. So that's, like I said, that's one of the things I don't like on the delivery side still is just the stuff not working. I got to go in there tomorrow. I'm a vlog tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping I get a phone that works. Just because that stuff can just be annoying sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. Cash, what it do? What's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, definitely ain't no interview at all. You feel me? They make sure you breathing and you straight. As long as you breathing, you good with Amazon. It's Tiff. What's going on? Tiff, how you feeling? Thank you for tuning in. She says, I want to work on the corporate side remote. I'm currently a DSP driver. I love it for the weight loss, but I need I need remote bad. I think that's what she meant. on the weight loss side on the delivery, I guess you can, yeah, I can see that because especially depending on how many days you're working. If you're working a nice amount of days, you definitely getting your cardio in, getting in and out that van hundreds of times, thousands of times, going upstairs, going up apartment stairs. So no, I definitely feel you on that. But for me, it just ain't enough. You feel me? Like ah, it's not enough. I need to. It's not enough. I need to get up out of there. But when it comes to going to the corporate side, do it. Do it. And then when it comes to working out, work out in the house. Like I work and then I'll go like during my while I'm working, boom, I'll hop down, hit some push-ups, boom, hit my little weight set. Um, and I do that for my workout. And but with me doing two jobs, it's been a little difficult, like going to the actual gym. To me, there's nothing better than the gym. Like even with jobs, unless you're working in a warehouse. If you work in Amazon warehouse, Amazon fitness is for real. You feel me? Like you don't need the gym when it comes to losing weight when you work in the warehouse. But everything else, I don't really see it replacing the gym. But do it though. They're hiring. We're actually finished. We're gonna be hiring. I think right now, Rogue. Are they hiring your department, Rogue? I know we got somebody else from my building in here right now, but they actually made an announcement that they're going to start hiring. I would just say be careful. Like know what you're getting into. It will be stressful, at least especially in the beginning. It's a whole lot to learn. But you know what I mean? The pay is cool. The pay is good. Not cool. The pay is good. And you get to work from home. That's the thing. Working from home is life changing. Like that's one thing that's going to be the most difficult thing for me to do with me trying to leave the corporate side and get back into the facility. I'm going to have to not work at home anymore. And it's like working from home is it. Like that's a game changer. Every which way, shape, and form, working from home is it. So that's one thing that's I'm gonna hate to have to give up, but it's worth it. Um, but yeah, I think that's a cool spot. They have two buildings. I know AZA 7, is it AZA 7 or AZA 9? But if you just type in Amazon work from home, it'll pop up. But if you're gonna do it, do it. Do I think it's good? I think it's good. Take advantage of it. Handle it. Peter, what's going on, Peter? Ain't seen you in a minute, my dude. What's going on with you? He says, I almost quit Amazon because of OP manager. My OP manager kept putting me in pressure. Thank God I'm surviving, but thank God for giving the position I'm currently doing. Planning to become an AM or PA. First off, man, thank you for tuning in, Peter. My dude Peter's been tuned in for a while. And he's had his are you still an ambassador? I remember he said that last time. Thank God I'm trying to do planning to become a PA. So I think you're a PG now. Last time I talked to Peter, he was a PG. But yeah, I'm telling you that pressure, that stress, expect that. Expect that. Working at Amazon, oh, they finna put that pressure on you. They're gonna try to put that stress on you. I was always the one who would I'd be like, all right, you can say that. I'm just gonna do what I'm going to do, period. I never let it get to me. But for some reason lately, it's been getting to me. You feel me? Like in corporate, it gets to me. And I think because it's a little bit more difficult to control than it is in person. In person, everything's in front of you. People ain't gonna try to talk to you crazy because they're in front of you. You know what I mean? Like there's gonna be always some sort of respect there. It's gonna be controlled somewhat, you know. And then it's just like you won't have 5 people talking to you at the same time in person. You shouldn't. Or at least trying to tell you what to do. It's just different in person. But my dude Peter, continue just to try to just stay on, your mindset. Watch that. You know what I mean? Make sure you don't get into that no depression or, you know, don't point out all the negative stuff. While you're in that position, try to just focus on the positive things. You know what I mean? Focus on everything good in that position. And try to keep your focus on that, because I've noticed once you get into a position, you start looking at the negatives, that it's just a matter of time before your mindset changes. And then, you know what I mean? Then it's just downhill from there. But I encourage you, my dude, stay encouraged. Don't let that person, who'd you say it was? The OP manager? First off, that's one thing right there. Don't let them move you out of position. You know what I mean? Sometimes I've seen it to where people that are up there, they put pressure on certain people because they want them to leave. They do treat them a certain way because they want them to quit. You know what I mean? And I was always that one where it's like, yo, you ain't gonna push me out of position. You ain't about to make me run away from money. Like, nah, I'm straight. You feel me? Like, so that's one reason why I never did when I wanted to in those positions. Like, if I'm gonna leave when I want to leave on my conditions. I'm not finna leave because you got an issue with me or you're pushing me away. You know what I mean? So I encourage you, don't let them push you out of position. You never know why they may have that issue toward you. They may see whatever the case may be. It ain't right, but don't let people push you out of position because believe it or not, that happens a lot. I've seen it happen a lot as well. I've always just been the one that's like, look, you're not going to push me out of position. Um, but just stay encouraged. Like I said, try to look at the positives, especially when you're in that type of situation. Being in the midst of it is difficult. It feels like you don't even know how you're going to get through it. But focus on the positives and watch your mindset. Make sure that you're keeping it the best that you can do to keep a positive mindset. That plays a part as well. My dude Cali Bone says, hit that like button, show some love. Show some love. My bad, y'all. I'm over here tired right now. If you have not hit the like button yet, go ahead, hit that like button. Good looking, my dude Cali. Good looking. Says I worked in a warehouse 2 years ago, and now I'm a DSP. Love it and hate it. Lost so much weight, but I hate being in the dark. Then they be like, you need a rescue. Right. That's one of the worst things when it comes to the delivery side, in my opinion, is delivering at night. It just don't make no sense. Zero safety. Like, how is that safe at all? I don't care what type of, you know what I mean, safari hat you want to give me. You like it's just not safe. So I think that they need to be starting earlier to avoid drivers being out there in the nighttime. And that's the only thing that I think that can like sort of help that would be them starting earlier. My DSP just actually started that, but it's only like 20 minutes earlier. It do play a difference, but it ain't enough. You know what I mean? So I think if they really just started earlier, I don't know why they don't. Like, why do they even allow workers to be out there after night? That makes zero sense to me. There's nothing safe about that. First off, even the vehicle is a big old bulky vehicle. And when you're trying to do U-turns or you're trying to do anything, it's just so much that can go wrong. Don't know why they do that. Don't make no sense at all, in my opinion. But, you know, it ain't my company. So, you know, they don't care about my opinion. They don't care about nobody's opinion. They care about them routes getting hit and them getting hit on time. And that's all. Look, let me stop. Let me stop. But I know, no, that's for real. That's all it seems like that's cared about until the public puts the public light on something. Then all of a sudden we're here to help. We're going to change things. But I don't know. It seems like they're trying though, because there was a few things like when it came to the dog, you know, that there was an employee who was actually killed by a delivery. I don't know the full. I don't think they pulled out the full thing, but I think he was making a delivery. Dogs came, bit him, and all that stuff, and he actually died. And after that, I did see them put the paw prints on certain deliveries, and it seems like they tried to make some adjustments, but it's like you knew that was an issue. You feel me? Like, why are we being reactive? Amazon, all these companies always quote being proactive. Why are we being reactive in these situations? Everybody knows it's crazy delivering at nighttime. Are we waiting for something else to happen and then we're going to switch it up? And it seems like that's what they do. Not just Amazon, all them companies. You feel me? UPS. I be seeing the poor USPS. They get paid more than everybody, but poor them because they be out there putting in work, power walking around blocks, wall hoods. You feel me? Like they be out there. I was being in the van like, but he looking right back at me, shaking his head like, man, I'm getting paid way more than you, bro. You know what I mean? But it's just a mess. But I mean, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna wait until somebody passes away because it was a night delivery? Then all of a sudden, all right, we probably shouldn't let people deliver at night. We're gonna start earlier. You should have been done that. You know what I mean? So these companies be frustrating me. Like, would they allow their children to go deliver at night on some random people's property? I doubt it. You know what I mean? I doubt it. Highly doubt it. But they'll go tell us to do it. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you, one of y'all, somebody, one of us, we need to come up, put everybody on. But she said, this was 2 years ago. Man, so you was in the warehouse when it was kind of strict. I think 2 years ago, that was right during the pandemic. See, whoever was working in that warehouse 2019, 28, and before, That was the real, and that's when Amazon in the warehouse was a beast. I'm talking about it was almost like the military up in there. No, I'm not even lying. Like they didn't play. Them write-ups was crazy. Managers was crazy. It was a whole nother ball game. But like I said, the bar has been lowered since then. But she loves it and hate it. See, that's what I'm saying. There's people who do love it. But I just don't know too many that do love it. You know what I'm saying? Carl, what up though? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. If y'all haven't yet, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to hit the subscribe. If you ain't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Love your content, learn a lot, work part-time at CLT9 sortation. What's going on? Shout out to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm glad you appreciate the content. Thank you so much. That means a lot. And it's funny, the dude who was supposed to pull up today, the homie Mike, he's from the sortation side. So it sucks because we had a good live planned out for you guys, but he had a family emergency. So we're going to get him on another time. Don't know when our schedule is going to line back up, but I have some other people as well. There's another AM, and he was actually in the military. And he left. He was actually my manager. When I was a PA, he was my manager. So I'm supposed to have him on this too. The thing is, when it comes to getting guests on, scheduling is challenging. You know what I mean? My schedule is crazy. The people I be chopping it up with, their schedules be crazy. So, but I'm trying my best to get y'all some good content. So I'm glad that you love the content and you've appreciated what's been put out there so far. I definitely appreciate that for sure, for sure. Pat the Gamer. What up? What's going on, Pat? How you feeling? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Rogue said, I'm not sure if my department is hiring, but he'll check. And AZA7, I know they stay hiring. I think they're only L3s over there, right, Rogue? We're L4s at our building. I think AZA7 is L3s. Okay. But I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm like 99% sure. All right, so Peter said that he's a process guide, learning ambassador, problem solved sometimes, gift wrap, pack, sing. They got you, my dude. He does it all. Peter does it all. That's what's up, Peter. I hope you get into that PA position soon. Even if it's not soon, keep going because you definitely, you know what I mean. The attitude when we first started chopping in the comment section, you was just like super hype and super seeing just the bright side. Don't let them change you. People will try to change you. Some people will try to like put out your light just because they don't like that you so motivated, just because they don't like that you're striving for goals. They'll try to shoot you down. And there's some people who actually take joy when they see you frustrated. That's one reason too. Even when people get me mad, especially in the workplace, I don't even really try to let it be known because some people get off on that. Some people like that. Some people will try to get you mad, just like, got them out of character. And it's like, yo, what is wrong with your soul? You feel me? Like, what is wrong with you? You feel me? You got an issue. You feel me? If that's what people do, and there's people, a lot of people that's like that. You know what I mean? So, Peter, don't let them move you out of your position. Don't let them move you out of your mindset. Don't let them move you out of your positivity. You feel me? Sometimes people do that just because inside they're going through whatever they're going through. So they want to make other people feel bad. But that's on them. You know what I mean? And it sucks when you're dealing with it, especially when it's like an OM or some type of manager. I've been there. It's difficult. That ain't easy. You feel me? So I know it. I'm making it sound easy. It ain't. It's very hard. But at the end of the day, you want to do it because you don't want to be moved out of your position. And you don't want to lose the finances. But if it's causing you to stress to the point where you're getting like anxiety attacks or something like that, then I would take it to the next level. You may have to switch departments or something like that because I've never gotten to that point. Almost with corporate, I felt like anxiety and it's weird. I like felt pressure on me. And it was just like, that's the most that I felt anxiety. Other than that, it was when I was an ambassador on pack side. I was a PA. Was that? Yeah. I was a PA. Everything went wrong. Slam machines down. All the conveyors down. 3 ambassador classes going on. They already went to the walls. All of a sudden, they coming back. Then I got people who got automatically signed out. I'm at the desk. It's like 20 people around me. And then there's one person just asking me about my weekend next to me. And that's really one time where I felt pressure. I had to just step back, just breathe, and then it went away. And then I was just like, all right, cool, bet, let's go. But if you get to that point where you feel anxiety and stuff, or there's like some serious depression, get up out that situation, man, and if you're able to, because it ain't worth, dealing with that. And that's for sure, for sure. I'm also in top when it comes to productivity, and they want that all the time. That's the thing too. That's what sucks too. When you become a top performer, they do expect that from you. That's a trap that I was in too. Like I said, from the day I started in Amazon, I was one to be number one in the building every time, all the time. To the point managers came up to me and was like, yo, why are you stowing so much? Like, you don't got to do this, right? You know what I mean? So, but then once they get used to that, they do expect it from you. So that's like the double-edged sword of that. I would just try to say, when you have those days where you're not feeling it, where you're not trying to be a top performer, at least still, of course, still hit rate. But you know what I mean? At least, you know what I mean? You can tone it down, pull back, but just don't drop. Because that's usually when they notice it. Like me, I was a PA, so I knew my top performers. And there were days where some of them would, not be the top performers. Of course, you'll tap in, like, hey, everything good, boom, boom. But nobody wants to be a top performer all the time if there's no initiatives. You know what I mean? You have one because you're trying to be a PA and all that stuff, but most people don't. So you just got to balance it. I would just try to avoid dropping, being a top performer than being the bottom. You know what I mean? I would say if you're going to be a top performer and you need to scale back that day because you're stressed, you need to scale back because you're tired, you got a lot of stuff going on, or your body's tired, scale back to just being at least hitting a little bit above rate. You know what I mean? But I would just avoid dropping to the bottom. But that's just my opinion. Let's see. Pat the Gamer said, that sucks. That's why I'm glad at my site he has a good AM and OMs. That's what's up. Believe it or not, I'm not even gonna lie. I've more so seen more good AMs and OMs than I have seen bad ones. There's a nice amount of bad ones though. And then it's kind of subjective what makes them bad. You know what I mean? I've only come across a few bad apples to where it's just like across the board, everybody's like, yeah, that's not the one. You know what I mean? Like, he needs some help. Very few though. At least most of them can keep it PC. Most of them can keep it politically right, even though if they have issues that they're going with, for the most part. But it's very rare where I've come across a bad apple just where everybody knows they suck. You know what I mean? And not as in their job, but as a person. And it sucks that people got to suck as a person, but it's like when you're doing people wrong, you got crazy favoritism. You know what I mean? That's when I say stuff sucks. Like, yo, you suck as the manager, because not that you can't do the job, but you're wrong. You feel me? Like, you're making this person do all the work, or you're letting this person be free. I know you've seen the managers that just let certain people be free the whole shift while everybody, you know what I mean? So it's just, if you got a good management and you got a good manager, you got a good PA, man, don't take that lightly. You in the game, because that right there is the game changer. Facts. The only time I didn't want to come to work is when I had bad management. Facts. Other than that, with good management, it could be the worst day with volume. All the conveyors could break down. We could have crazy reactive, whatever, bring it. You feel me? Because we was a unit. That was actually the best time. That's when I was like ready to go to work no matter what, because I already knew my environment was lit. You feel me? Like, no matter what challenge came towards us that day, we had us. You feel me? We had good attitudes. We wasn't competing with each other. We trying to just make everybody be great. You know what I mean? So that really makes a difference. That compared to bad managers around, or people with attitudes, or people in their emotions, that is the worst. I've had that as well. And it's just like, yo, I want PTO, I'm out for the rest of the day. Y'all take care of it. See you. I ain't gonna see you. Oh, let's see. All right, so Chanel, I think that's what it is. My fault if I said that wrong. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. If y'all haven't yet, hit that like button if you tuned in. It says, do you know what workplace health specialist intern do at Amazon? I'm currently a college student and I got accepted for this summer's internship. LOL, came upon this live while searching. No clue. I've never heard of that in my life. A workplace health specialist intern. I've never heard of that. And I've been in and out of all positions in the warehouse, or at least rubbing shoulders with them. I was a PA, like the process assistant. It's basically like the assistant manager. I've dealt with people everywhere. I've never even heard of this position. It sounds like something new. Workplace health specialist. That sounds new, unless that's like AmCare or something. That's the only thing I can think of that kind of would sound similar to that. and that's where they would like help out with people when they got injured and all that. But workplace health specialist, that title, I've never even seen that title in my 4 years, 3.5, 4 years at Amazon. So I'm sorry, I don't really know the answer to that. If anybody tuned in does have the answer for that, let me throw that up one more time. A health specialist at Amazon. If y'all ever heard of that, go ahead and drop that in the comment section. Is this for this got to be the warehouse, right? If anything, I'm thinking it may be a thing called AmCare where they would help associates when they got injured on the floor, you know what I mean, sprain their wrist or cut their hand or something like that, then they would come in. That's the only thing that I think sounds kind of close to that. But that exact title, I'm not going to lie to you, I've never heard of that before. But I hope you get it, or you got it, right? You say you got it. You got accepted for it. Kill it. You feel me? Get into the Amazon circuit. Take advantage of it. You know what I mean? Amazon is everywhere. They're global. Take advantage of it. I don't know how young you are. If you plan on moving somewhere else, see if they got that position somewhere else. They be giving bonuses and all that stuff. Like me and a few people that's on here right now have taken advantage of that. A lot of people do. They take those bonuses, move somewhere else, and you know what I mean? It's just so much you can do in Amazon. But I hope it all goes well with you. Hope it turns out good. How's it going, SB? What's going on? How you feeling? I'm doing good. Like I said, it's been a long week. I don't know why it feels like that. I think because I'm doing more. This week, I've been having to like write more songs and all that stuff because I'm putting out a new project. If you guys haven't heard my last project, y'all need to go listen to that. It's on Spotify. It's on iTunes. It's called Motivated. This EP got like 7 tracks on there. Y'all can go check that out. I'm working on another one due to the concert that I'm doing on March 25th out here in Phoenix. If you're in Phoenix, definitely pull up. Hit me up on Instagram. I can get you like the tickets and all that. So this week and going forth, I think it's going to be long because I'm trying to get back in super shape for this show. I'm trying to have a whole new project done by the concert and all that stuff. So it's been a long week, but I'm grateful. You feel me? Like, listen to what I said. Everything is not like a negative. It's not like I was like, oh man, I was in the hospital or blah, blah, blah. It's all good. It's just a lot to do. You know what I mean? Kyle, what's popping? What from Lost One? Hey, Lost One in the building. That's Vegas, I believe, right? My dude out there with those lights. That's what's up. Gotta love Vegas. LAS1. That sounds familiar. I think that's Vegas. If I'm not, that sucks. Because I thought it was Vegas. But shout out to you, my dude Kyle. Thank you for supporting. If y'all haven't hit that like button, be sure to hit that like button. Who else we got in the building? Shalom. What it do? Shout out to you. Good to see you. Good to see you in the live. The more ordinary you become. That's what's up. I digs it. I digs that. Elise, what's going on with you? Shout out to you. Heard you don't get VTO if you're no, that's wrong. So she said, the person commented, Elise said, heard you don't get VTO if you're not a top performer. That sounds right. Now, the way that may be right, there's some truth. The way that might be right is if they don't present it to you because you're not a top performer. Like, I mean, maybe I've seen, you feel me? It'd be done to where it's like you have, they may come like, hey, we got a VTO 10 people. I may have seen or heard other people say they've seen it to where they're going to go to their top performers. Why? Because their top performers are top performers. They take care of you, so you want to take care of them. So maybe that's been done to where they go to the top performers. They walk up to them like, hey, psst, come here real quick. Come here. Hey, I got this VTO. I got like 10 slots left. You gonna go home or what? They be like, yeah, let's go. Shh, keep it low. Take the VTO. You feel me? And then they go home. So in that case, that may happen. You know what I mean? But if they have to VTO 30 people, they're going to try to ask everybody if they want to get VTO'd. But if you're a bottom performer, it's not like you're blocked from VTO. No, that's not true. Because sometimes it's the flip. It's the opposite. Like, let's say with me, I'll say I've done this before, where we were, trying to hit a certain rate for a day. We had 3 VTO slots. You feel me? Hey, psst. Come here. Bottom performer, the bottom of the bottom. Hey, you trying to go home early? They be the main ones. No, I want to work all day. It's cool. It's like, no, you want to go home early. You do. You really do. No, I'm good. I'm having a good time. I'm packing. I'm having fun. No, you're not having fun. You come on. You want to go home. They be the main one. You gotta like push them out the door. Go home. No, I just go home. That's never been done. You know what I'm saying? That's never been done. But they really be the ones who don't try to go home. But in that case, let's say, like I said, the top performer may be the ones picked to go home earlier. So again, it can go on a case by case situation. But bottom performers are not blocked from VTO. Nah, that's not true. And I've been in the position to, see how that works as a PA. Or top performers aren't blocked. Wait, what is that what you said? Heard you don't get VTO if you're a top performer. But you can see how that happens. They don't want their top performers to go. You know what I mean? Just being honest, I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe I've heard or maybe I've seen some stuff. If you're a business owner, no, let's say if you're a professional basketball owner, you're the coach. Now you're the owner, and you don't need certain players for this next game. You want LeBron to go home? You feel me? Like, you want Jordan to go home? You want Scotty to go home? You want, I'm about to say Redman. You want what's his name? Rodman to go home? Nah, pick number 12. What's his name again? Yeah, tell him to go home. Tell him to enjoy the day. You feel me? Jordan ain't finna know. Jordan. Hey, coach, I heard we had VT. Coach. Coach. Jordan, you ain't getting no VTO. Jordan, go dunk on somebody. What you talking about, VTO? Get up out of here. I'm crazy, y'all. Am I crazy? I'm crazy. Y'all ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm crazy. In a good way, though. Anyways, let's see what there's. Oh, I didn't even read my dude Peter's question. So Peter said, I'm also top 3 when it comes to productivity, packing rate 385. Peter, where was you? See, I wish I was your PA, Peter. We'd have been a good team. Packing rate 385, rebound 800, induct 1200. My dude got them all-star numbers over here. That's right, Peter. That's right, Peter. That's what I'm talking about. That's what's up. Yeah. When you putting them numbers up, Peter, same situation. That's like Jordan. You over here putting Jordan numbers up. You feel me? So if your coach, if you've been putting Jordan numbers up and then you pull up like number 12, nobody knows his name. You feel me? It's like, what happened? It's a big difference when you don't perform as Jordan when you put Jordan numbers up. So that's what I'm saying. When you do, because he asked about being a top performer, sometimes it is bad. It's a double-edged sword. Just don't drop down to number 12 stats. You know what I mean? Keep the average team stats. They'll still notice it, but it'll be better than you getting number 12 stats. Who's number 12 on the Bulls? I have no clue. Never heard of number 12. Nobody knows number 12. We only know number 23. All right. Says the more you talk, the more likely you are to seem ordinary. Stay professional. Keep to yourself and you will look different. That's a fact. That's a good tip right there. But on the flip side, you kind of have to politic, especially in Amazon. It is a lot about who you know. It's about who endorses you. You know what I mean? So, but there's a way to move like that. You know what I mean? Like you're saying, that does make sense. The more you talk, the more likely you are to seem ordinary. Stay professional. Keep to yourself and you'll look different. That is true. But like me, right? When I was a process assistant, I was just always the one who talked more. It's just I know them more. You know what I mean? So I would connect with them more. And if something needed to be done, I'd rather choose them than somebody else because I've connected with them. You know what I mean? I know that person. I trust that person. But I can't lie. There are those silent, them silent snipers, people who are super quiet, but they're a beast. But that's the thing. You don't know nothing about them. You know me? Me and the manager be chopping up like, yo, what's up? You know him? Nah, he ain't said a word. I know. He be killing it though. He do. You feel me? All right, we'll put him back to stack. Put him back to pack then. You know what I mean? We wouldn't really look at him. You know what I mean? So it does have its pros and its cons to that. But just in general, that's some good life principles for sure. In the warehouse. Okay. Yeah, 2 years ago, though, in the warehouse, that sounds like that was right around the time where it started becoming cake. That was 2021? Right after the whole shutdown. That was the come up at Amazon. I don't know why you leave. I mean, that's when they started paying people $18 for overtime. And it was like, even there were some times where they would do, because that was right in the beginning of the pandemic. They'd be like, all right, we're going to pay y'all $21 an hour this week because people were scared to come in. Amazon was dropping money. But when you look back on how much they made, they made a killing. Yeah, so that was a good time to be at Amazon. That helped put me in position to be a homeowner for sure. It says, listen to a couple, keep at it, good looking. And he's basically talking about my music, my Project Motivated Volume 1. I'm working on a new one, just having fun, you know what I mean? But we finna turn it up, especially doing a concert. So, just gotta do more. If you want more results, you gotta put in more work. You know what I mean? So about to put in that work. George, shout out to George. What's good with you? Sat 2 in the building. That's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to Sat 2. Juan Juan. What up, Juan Juan? He said, you don't drive no more? I'm still driving. And it's not even a sad thing. I appreciate it. That's a whole nother check coming in. So I appreciate it. I was just really getting frustrated because I wasn't having as much time to put into the vlogs, to put into the music and other things that I'm trying to do on the outside. Didn't have the time. I was burnt out working corporate and working delivery and fresh out of peak season. You know what I mean? Especially during peak season. A lot of numbers dropped because I wasn't able to continue to be consistent. I was still consistent, but way less consistent than before peak season. So no, I'm still there. I still appreciate it. The biggest thing that I do, and any drivers in here that you should do, just in general, like this happened my last route. I went to some apartments and it's some ones that I hated. I was like, oh, here we go. So I'll pull up to them, but I just don't let that negativity stay. Yeah, it's like, this place, all the frustration comes and I immediately let it come in one ear, boop, right out the other ear. All right, how we gonna get this done? You feel me? All right, let me just boom. I don't let myself meditate on the negative because then I'm gonna just be sitting there complaining and all that stuff all day. So I appreciate the delivery side. Shout out to the drivers. I don't want to make it seem like I'm always down in the delivery side. It's just I'm trying to do the most right now, and it just gets frustrating sometimes, just being honest. But I appreciate the delivery side. Charlie, what it do? How you feeling? How you feeling? Thank you much for tuning in. And for you guys just tuned in, if you can, go ahead and hit that like button for me. If you haven't hit that like button yet, definitely would appreciate that. 33 stats. Corey, what's going on? Corey, how you doing? Thank you much for tuning in. At my site, it seems like they want those who work hard to stay. That's a fact. I don't know, because I think I might be a little behind on the comments, but on that analogy, that's a perfect analogy. The Bulls, you feel me? 95. You feel me? 90. I think it's 90. Yeah, 95. With Jordan, you know what I mean? The coach ain't gonna tell Jordan to go home. Nah, you feel me? You staying in the game. Yeah, you want those to stay because those are going to be the ones who put up the numbers. Not just that. If you can send the bottom performers home, now your rate's going to be even greater because the bottom is gone. So you know what I mean? So you might end up hitting some high numbers that day, even though it's not a lot of volume. The rate may be high, TPH may be high because the bottom performers are now gone. You know what I mean? So you can see how that can play out. But that's not like the end all be all. Like I'm saying, if you have a cool manager like me, there were certain associates who were top performers. Whenever I had the chance to give out VTO, which was a lot, I'm still going to them. Yeah, that's my top performer, but I'm going to them because whenever I needed something, they got it done. They killed it. So now I know you want to go home and you still killing it. Psst, psst, come here. You want this VTO? I will go to my top performers. Not all of them, of course not. But the ones who handled business when I needed them to, who were responsible, the ones I can trust. Like I said, as a PA, the biggest tip that I can give in any leadership position, you need to grow hands. You only got 2. You need 10. You feel me? In Amazon, you need about 15 hands. We only got 2. But what I did, I created more hands. What do I mean by that? I got other people, my top performers, I got them to the point. I would show them little things. So if I need to pull them, if I only got 2 hands, I need 6 right now. Hey, I'm signing them out they stations. They gonna come over. Hey, everything good? I got signed out. Yeah, I need you to do this. I need you to do this. I need you to do this. Boom. And they got it done. You know what I mean? With 2 hands, 4 jobs got done within 10 minutes. They back on the station. It all worked out. So now I got VTO. Guess who I'm going to? I'm going to my hitters. Yes, they're my top performers, but those are my extra hands. Y'all go ahead and take VTO for the day. But now don't everybody move like that. You know what I mean? Like some people don't do that. Some people would never give their top performers VTO because they're their top performers and they don't want to lose that, which is selfish. You know what I mean? Scratch my back, I scratch your back. That's the way that it should go. In my opinion, though, these are just my opinions. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I did this. I'm just saying, I'm not saying I didn't do this. I'm just saying, you feel me? I'm not a spokesman for Amazon. I'm not a representative of the company. At least in my opinion, being a water spotter is so boring. There's no challenges, and you're consistently asked to do boring tasks like print labels or wrap pallets. And once you're a water spotter, they don't let you go. That's a fact. You got to be careful about being great when it comes to those indirect roles. That's what they tried to do to me. They tried to make me a pallet runner. I killed it because my goal was to move up. So I was killing everything wherever they wanted to put me at. Put me on pallet runner, beast mode, killed it. They was like, okay, we see you. You feel me? Can you do it tomorrow? All right, bet. I think it was like a week. Then it got to like a week and a half. And then it's like, okay, this is too much. You feel me? Y'all, I see what y'all doing here. Y'all only want me here. So then I had to pull back and was like, nah, I just need to rest for the day. Then the next day, nah, I need to rest for the day. And they kind of got the point. Because I wasn't trying to be an all-star pallet runner. I'm trying to be an all-star manager. I'm trying to get up there. Stop trying to keep me down here. So I feel you on that. It can get boring. But I think to me, I used to like it, especially on just to make the days different. I wouldn't want to do anything every single day. If when I used to stow, boom, one day I was stow, the next day I was an ambassador teaching the class, the next day I'm a water spider. That makes the week go by super fast because I was doing something different every day. But a water spider every day? Nope. We're not doing that. Negative. I didn't like that. All right, let's see. We have Hector. What up, Hector? Shout out to you, my guy. How you feeling? RBD5 in the building. Shout out to RBD5. I ain't seen no LGB3, but that's my old home building. Shout out to LGB3. Shout out to GYR1. That's my old building too. Shout out to them. It says East Coast in the building. Boston 5 in the building. So my source center sent out VTO for the whole month of February. Wow. Will this trend continue into March? Do y'all have the same story? Share the tea. That's what I called. I was like, yo, after peak season, expect a slow downhill fall. Actually, no, I thought it was going to get cut right after peak season. Obviously, we're not seeing that. But a whole lot of people, like 90%, well, I won't say 90, but a gang, 85% of people have at least been saying they've been seeing VTO, which is normal. That's not strange. But you said VTO for the whole month of February. That's kind of what's expected around this time. Will it continue into March? I think it just kind of depends on the volume. It's all about the volume. And the reason why is because if that drops, then they don't need that many people. You know what I mean? If that picks up, they need more people. That's what the VTO, they need the MET. It's all about the volume. What controls the volume? The sales, the people. How are people pulling back in the market? Are people spending? When you look at that, that's not looking good. That's, you know what I mean? Credit debt, if you look that up, the American average credit debt, people is maxed out. It says it said like the average American doesn't even have, I think it was 1,200 saved up. And they're saying savings for the regular American is at an all-time low. That's bad. So what does that say to me? Spending is probably going to drop, especially credit. The American credit debt has been higher than it's ever been. What does that say? That's saying a gang of Americans is running up that credit card and they don't have the money. You feel me? So all these things are speaking, but then you got goofy big time news stations talking about all the numbers are doing great for jobs. It's about to be a mess out here. You feel me? But do I think that'll continue into March? It kind of depends on consumer spending. How is that trending right now? I kind of pulled back from that topic because all I was seeing was gloom and doom and you know what I mean? So I kind of pulled back so I can just kind of I don't want to stress myself out. You know what I mean? Like that stuff could be stressful when you're just seeing gloom and doom to come all day. Like I'm trying to quit my second job. I ain't going to quit. You feel me? If I see all this stuff on the news and different people talking about what's projected with the economy, it's getting worse. The projections are getting worse and worse and worse. Every time I check on it, it don't look good at all. Just being honest. So that's why it's kind of hard for me to quit. But that's also why I kind of haven't tapped into it too much. I heard there was just another big layoff. I think it was Disneyland. I think they laid off like 5,000, 3,000. Something crazy though. So I'm gonna have to do another updated layoff video for sure. Peter said since I am the top, they never offer me VTO. Um, one time I asked them for VTO, they told me no and said that they need my help that night and give out VTO. Right, that's what I'm saying. But that's not good. That ain't how it should be. Because you, from what you said, you're somebody who goes above and beyond. You hold like 5 different positions, so I can see why. But and there may be times where that is needed. You know what I mean? But it shouldn't be even balanced to the times they let you go. Like, okay, if they did do that, they should have let you go on VTO way more times than they have done that. Now, if they've done that a few times, I can see why. But if it's balanced with way more VTO, that's how it should be. But if you don't ever get VTO, or if it's even like they keep you half the time, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's different though. I would always use my times to give out VTO to my top performers. Just being honest, you feel me? Like, why am I going to reward the bottom performers with VTO? You know what I mean? When I got my hard workers right here who be killing it for me whenever I need them to do whatever I need them to do, I'm not gonna overlook them. But that's just me though. You know what I mean? Everybody's different. But hopefully though, they do let you get some of that VTO. But shout out to Kyle saying no to VTO. Make sure you got enough to pay your bills. You feel me? Like, I was never big on VTO just because I was always saving up for something, the house, and I just got so much going on. I ain't saying no to VTO. Nah, you finna pay me. Get over here, Uncle Jeff. Give me that. Give me them Jeffo bucks now. You feel me? But it does get to a point to where it's like, all right, I want to go home. I understand it, you know what I mean? But just make sure, I'm not against VTO. I'm against people not taking care of responsibility. I know people who used to take VTO every time. It was a drug. You feel me? They got bills they got to pay. They know and I know. And they still take VTO. It was a drug, you know what I mean? For certain people, like, as long as you're taking care of your responsibilities, do what you gonna do. You know what I mean? Who cares? Like, yeah, you want time off? Bet. Are your responsibilities getting taken care of though? That's the only thing I'll be worried about. Let's see. Jackson, shout out to Jackson. He says SNY5 in the building. Shout out to SNY5. And if y'all have not hit that like button yet, go ahead and hit that like button. Everybody tuned in. Thank you guys so much for being tuned in. Definitely appreciate the support. Chilling with your boy on this Thursday night. Definitely appreciate y'all. Perfect. Gematria, shout out to you. Thank you much for tuning in, my guy. How does adapt work? Adapt. What is that again? That sound, I know it's something. That's where you get your feedback, right? Where you're getting like you're hitting raid or positive, your doc positives, all that stuff. Am I wrong? What is adapt? You gotta refresh my memory. I've been out that PA position for a little bit. So I'm gonna need a little bit of refreshing on that. BFL2. Hey, shout out to BFL2. Shout out to you, Michael. Thank you much for tuning in. He says, I just got TDR trained for outbound. I heard you got to be careful in that position. I heard that's a real easy position to lose your job if stuff isn't TDR right or if something goes wrong. So be careful on that job, but congrats. Glad you got that under your belt. That's what's up. Congrats to you on that, Michael. Shout out to Peter. Who said ATL is so busy they're not giving no VTO. They send VET every day. Last week I worked 60. Collect. You feel me? I know it hurts. I would try to say collect because it's not. I don't think this is going to be here all year. I think this is going to be a hard year, especially after this first half. But even now, you feel me? Go. All the signs are there. Credit cards is maxed out, and people with no savings. All the signs is there. You know what I mean? Stuff is not looking good. Go look up. What is that called? Repos, all time high. People, go look up how many people are behind on their rent. Go look up how many people are behind on their mortgages. We're in record levels of almost all of that stuff. You feel me? Like, it's the time to collect is coming soon. So I don't think Amazon's gonna be dropping all these hours this whole year, but I hope so. Imagine that. Like, imagine If we go through a recession and Amazon is still popping, or not popping, but at least we still get our regular hours, is that impossible? I don't think it's impossible. I think it can happen because people seem to just kind of go down to the bare necessities when it comes to spending when they have low. But if people rather spend online because it gets delivered straight to their door, you know what I mean? That keeps us working. But I think that's going to depend on as well if these gas prices go back up. That's kind of what I think has been saving us. If them gas prices go back up, I think it's going to see I think we're going to see a downhill pretty fast because Amazon's going to have to shift. Something's going to have to happen because that's a lot of gas they be burning. And then everything goes up when gas goes up because everything takes gas to be moved around. So we're just in some, we're in a special time in this economy. Shout out to Kevin. Got the guitar though. My dude, Kevin, you killing it in that picture right there. That's what's up. That's a fire picture right there, my dude. It says, OM used to call out on the radio, keep the best VTO, the rest. Right. I'm telling you, that ain't how we work though. You feel me? Like, I get it. But imagine how the best feel now. Imagine if you heard that on the radio, I'm sure somebody heard it on the radio and it got back to the ears of those who were the best. If I was, you know what I mean? I'm sure that they don't feel good about that. I'm sure they had plans Friday night, Thursday night, Wednesday night, front half night, back half night, donut shift, whatever they was on. I'm sure they would like some of that VTO, but you know what I mean? That's not how we rocked. You know what I mean? We took care of our best performers. We took care of them. But everybody's different. You know what I mean? But I can definitely see, I've heard that. You know what I mean? I've definitely heard that before, for sure. It sucks because it's like, yo, why are you only worried about numbers? That's what gets me angry when it comes to all these jobs. They just care about numbers, not knowing that's not how you get the numbers. You don't get the numbers by only caring about the numbers. You get the numbers by caring about the people, by taking care of them, by them knowing that you care. At least in my experience, in a lot of different areas, I've never seen numbers get hit by just focusing on numbers. I mean, unless they, cracking the whip, you feel me, and writing people up. Now, when they used to write people up heavy, of course they would be hitting numbers. But I've seen, because that's when I came in. I came in right around the time write-ups was heavy. I got a write-up my first month. They used to write a gang of people up, not just for productivity, for quality, for having, what was it called? I always forget the name of it. When you had like an extra item in the bin, or it was called what was it called? I forgot, but it was some type of quality thing that you get written up for. But what I've noticed, you had the good stowers, but they weren't doing it because, you know what I mean? It just seems, I don't know. Anyways, that's just my theory to it. You don't get numbers by focusing on the numbers, in my opinion. You get it on focusing on the people, from what I've seen. And we broke records. You feel me? We broke records. So I think there's some truth to that. Okay, where was that? Emery said, shout out to Emery. What it do, Emery? How you feeling? Shout out to you being in the building. It says, just found out I have MET again next week, 2 weeks in a row. My dude, they put me in MET. I'm like, yo, if I would have known this, I don't have to work the second job. You feel me? Like, I don't have to work 2 jobs if I'm getting MET on the corporate side. Why are we still getting MET though? You know what I mean? So this is weird. But I'll take it. But I actually can't take it because I worked that day. So I don't know. For me, that's messed up. For you, and you got MET, collect. You feel me? I don't think you're a PA or an AM, so you're not really stressing what you got to pack. You got to stow. You feel me? Like when I was stowing, when I was packing, chill, cake, easy money. I'm just sitting here all day, just putting this here or right there. Uncle Jeff, pay me. My check there in my bank account, yeah, bet I'll be back tomorrow. So that's what's up, man. Let's see. Indeed, what up? How you feeling? Welcome to shout out to you being in the building. We says, do area managers control who transfers or not? They pretend like they don't, but do they? I think they can block it. I can't say 100% because that's not something I ever asked my manager. All my managers, stupid transparent to the point, show me they check. You feel me? So it's just like, that's one reason why that was discouraging. But anyways, I think they can. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. I think if they catch it early enough, like with me and my manager, they didn't even know. My manager didn't realize I got hired for corporate, but I know, but she got the email, wasn't checking the email. So when I told everybody I was leaving, everyone was surprised, even though they got the email. You know what I mean? So they usually get notifications when you put in, let's say you're a tier one stower, packer, whatever, and you put in your resume, your application for a PA. When you hit submit, they send you an email. They send your manager an email. And I think they send your OM email as well. So I think that may be the same case when it comes to transferring departments. It makes sense. You know what I mean? Like how, like, to me, it makes sense. And if I'm not, I could be wrong, but I think they can. But I can't say that 100% sure. We're going to have some AMs on within the next few weeks. So we can get it for sure. Actually, we won't be able to get no real answer on that because they be signing agreements. You know what I mean? So maybe I could just find out off air and then let y'all know on air. You know what I mean? We could probably do that. Kyle says, say no to VTO. You feel me? I feel you on that, Kyle. Man, that's like the worst. When I be counting, I take VTO, and then I'm like, man, I could have been making money right now. But life is not all about making money. Let's not get that twisted. Even though my page is a lot with work and grinding and it's only because I'm trying to get financial freedom, so I don't have to. You know what I mean? Like, it's not for paper. You feel me? Like, there are people who have that love of money. Not about that. I'm not about like a love of money. I'm about a love for freedom. You know what I mean? I'm trying to work so hard so I don't have to work no more, or at least for these companies. But yeah, say no to VTO if you want, but take VTO if you want to, if you handle your responsibilities. Like I said, I'm not against VTO, but I am against people not taking care of their responsibilities, because again, people be taking VTO when they got bills to pay. You feel me? They got car notes, they got kids, they got this, they got that, and then take VTO and then later on be sad about it because they ain't got enough money to take care of their responsibilities. That's what I'm against. It says, yo, SB, did you hear about the Den 4 story? Nah, what happened? You gotta fill this in. I kind of haven't, like, the last week, been checking all the news updates. I don't even know why. It's just, man, I was kind of trying to just relax, pull back a little bit this week. So I didn't. But let me know what happened though, because I'm actually gonna be recording. Once this live is over, I'm gonna shoot some vlogs. So that may be something I need to touch on. Let me know what happened. Last year they only gave me 2. Yeah, nah. You feel me? Nah, that's not cool. Especially with you, Peter, doing what you do. You should have definitely. You know what I mean? You should have way more VTO than 2 times. But like I said, don't let it make you bitter. You know what I mean? Just keep continue to kill it. Keep looking at the positive sides. Is it okay if I post your Discord and chat or no? Yeah. What is it again? What's on it? You feel me? We'll open it up together. You feel me? I think I can open stuff on here. Let's see. Can I do this? Did that change anything? Can y'all see me? Y'all can still see me, huh? So I don't think that changed nothing. What's this? Picture in, picture out. I'm clicking buttons on my side, but I don't think it's doing nothing. I haven't like messed with this program because I'm actually on a program right here, but I haven't. Can you see me? I haven't messed with this, so I don't know how. There's a way where I can click on stuff on the internet and we can look at it the same time. Like right now as I'm talking, I can bring something in. I really don't know how to do all that yet. So let's hold off on the Discord for right now. Let's hold off on it just because it's just so I can be sure before we put it on there. Let's see. That means they like you, Peter. Facts. That's but that ain't how you not. Yeah, but that means to me, I don't see, oh, they like me. I see, yo, like they need me. They using me. You know what I mean? That's what I see. They using me. Hey, they using you, Peter. You feel me? Like, that's what I see. When you like somebody, you take care of that person. You know what I mean? Like, you don't just use them. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm never gonna give them BTO. That's my guy. No, you feel me? That's like like one of the homies is on your team. Yo, you trying to take off? You know what I mean? But like I said, that's just my opinion. Everybody leads different. But they definitely like them numbers he putting up. There you go. That's what you can probably say. Instead of saying they like you, Peter, they like your numbers you putting up, Peter. That's probably more so. You know what I mean? Just my opinion, though. I could be wrong. You can correct me. You know what I mean? I don't know it all. He says, yeah, managers said they can use Adapt for write-ups. Okay, yep. And I seen an area manager coming in. What you mean? What you in the? I hope you're not in the bathroom. Perfect gematria. You're not in the bathroom, right? He be here watching live, like, I just seen an area manager come in. Hold on, pause. But yeah, no, that's true. Adapt will show you your rate. If you're in Stowe, it should be like a circle and say like 80% or shit. And yeah, I remember Adapt. I remember that. They used to use that for what do they call them? They didn't call them right. There was a few things, but yep, I know what you're talking about. Let's see. Twin said facts. Kevin, what you say? Kevin, he said, during COVID, when I started my site was paying. Right. That's what I'm saying. See, Kevin was talking about the golden age of Amazon. Amazon had a golden age for the workers. Yes. 20. What do you say? I remember that it was double time. It says during that word, my bad. I'm over here just saying the word all out. Like the algorithm won't penalize you for that. During that right there, it says during the shutdown, that's what I call it. During the shutdown, they were paying double time. Facts. Folks was in there making $29 and 30 something. You know what I mean? I was a PA getting paid double time. Nasty. Woo wee. I get the chills just thinking about it. Those were the good. That was the golden age. You feel me? I'm not even gonna lie to you. People will walk in there. No, let me stop. That was the golden age. You know what I mean? People walking out the building with new chains on. You know, walking out the building with Yeezys. Where you even get that from? That double time. You feel me? It just, I don't know. It's that double time did it. You feel me? I ordered the Yeezys that at the start of shift did right now delivery. Paid $200 for it and got it by the end of shift. Let's go. That double time was the business. But how many people took advantage of that? You know what I mean? That's my thing. Amazon does a lot of stuff like, well, they don't do a lot of stuff like that. But in those times, who takes advantage of that? You know what I mean? I don't know too many people who took advantage. I know a lot of people that got new cars and new clothes. You feel me? With that double time, that actually went, a lot of that went into this house. You know what I mean? Like, take it. That's what I'm always big. Take advantage of Amazon. Why? Because they're going to take advantage of you. Not in a bad way, but they're going to use you. They're going to use your soul. They're going to use your spirit. They're going to use them. You know what I mean? For your goals and all that good stuff. But no, that double time, look, what you say? He said $32 an hour. I remember. Where's that at now? You feel me? I remember that. That was a great time to work at Amazon. It was at that time too, where I seen a lot of people, because it was during the shutdown. There were certain regional managers of certain fields was stowing. I was over there giving them, hey, you gotta, when you stow, make sure you do it. Make sure you bam. Okay. To regional managers, like it was people in there collecting. But that $32 an hour that was sweet. What job is paying that starting off? I mean, that's where I want to go. All right, let's see. I'm a PA. Okay, shout out to the PAs, Emery. Okay, Emery said, "Hold on, SB. For me, don't make me throw in the vest one time." Shout out to you, Emery, PA in Mansort and Presort. Okay, that's what's up. Congrats on that. So Emery is definitely somebody who knows what's going on. That's a fact. Romney, what's going on with you, my guy? How you doing? How you feeling? I got written up every time I apply. What? Oh, yeah, that's crazy. You got written up every time you went to apply for a transfer? That's crazy. But what did you do? You feel me? Like, you got to be doing something wrong to get written up, no? Nah, well, let me see. They can try to, that's, in those times, see, that's the thing with Amazon. You got to watch Amazon in all these jobs. They got 1,000 rules. They just don't enforce them all the time. And they don't enforce them for everyone. Now, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about Amazon. I'm talking about all these jobs. Like with the earpods, people will be like, man, why that person and that person and that person, they walk through the whole row, but write me up. You know what I mean? Like that was something that when I was a PA and I was getting ready to transfer to Arizona, there was a new manager that came in. My dude was on my head, but you know what? He didn't know I was a PA, and that's what sucks too. How certain managers treat people different. But it was on my overtime day. I'm a PA. Everybody knows me, so I had a lot of people coming to my station. Oh, what's up? Just clapping hands or boom, boom. Just, just talking to talk for like a minute, 30, not even a minute, quick. Because even when I was a PA, I was never the type to use that. I'm always killing it. Even if I'm coming in for overtime, I'll go stow and I'll kill it on stow. I'm not going to relax just because I'm a PA. But there was a manager literally down the way peeking, just staring at my station the whole time, to the point the people I was talking to would be like, this guy's watching you. It's like, I know my dude's been watching me this whole quarter. I don't know what's up with this dude. He tried to get me written up. And he waited one time. I think I took my mask down to take a drink or something. And then he didn't even tell me. My manager told me like, hey, he trying to give you a write-up. I'm declining this. Like, man, who's this dude? Boom, boom. So it was a whole little issue. But yeah, it sucks, man. Just try to really, I don't know what they wrote you up for. Oh, it said, let me see. He wrote it right here. Ronnie said they say quality, but I say area managers know when you're getting a transfer. Facts. Then that's the thing. They know, but they ask, can they hold you back from getting a transfer? I see they gave you that write-up, or whatever happened. Now you can't get a transfer because of that write-up. Man, some folks it's a cold game. But if it gets to that point, I'm going to HR. Forget the games. Listen, I ain't finna argue with a manager because they gonna win. You feel me? I'm not finna fight you. They gonna win, and I'm going. There's so many. Don't ever go to violence in the workplace. It's gonna be times you want to. You feel me? It's so many times, but you're not gonna win. You're gonna lose every time, especially against anybody. And you don't want to do that because you'll lose in life. You feel me? Like there's some times where it was a situation, but I would never go there just because I can't afford to lose what I have. I can't go to jail. I can't get a record. All that stuff. People don't think about all that stuff. They don't think about all that, but yeah, man. Avoid all that. But like I was saying, if it did though, I'll go to HR. Don't play. You don't play. You feel me? Don't try to talk to me crazy. I'm gonna try to talk to you first. I'm like, I was never the one to just run to HR. Like I've only had like, I don't even remember. I think I just brought it up like, all right, well, if we can't handle the situation, I'm sure HR can help us. That changes that dial immediately. You know what I mean? They come back like a whole new person. You feel me? Like, what? They got saved. They a brand new creation. Start talking about that HR. They change quick. Transformers. Oh, snaps. Yeah, I gotta figure out what you said. I gotta figure out how to dispute write-ups. Don't sign it. Don't sign it. And it's called, I think it's called a dispute. You're right. Look at my dude. He's on it. Talk to HR. They'll let you know how to do it. They gotta tell you how to do it. Low key, shout out to Low Key. It says Amazon really is like high school. I got a whole vlog on it. You feel me? I got a few of them. I got one called Drama in Amazon and Dating in Amazon. It is. It's crazy how much of high school it's like. It's literally like that. You got people in different cliques. You know what I mean? Like it's just like high school. It's crazy. But it could be because it's a gang of young folks there. It seems like the majority of the people who work there are fresh out of high school. You know what I mean? Which is cool. Like I said, I've always had nothing but love with all my associates. Actually, yeah, even the ones who didn't like me. Like there was one dude who was racist. You feel me? He didn't like me for a minute, but he ended up liking me. He ended up being cool. Other than that, at least to my face, and the way they present themselves, never really had an issue. But it is like high school. And when it comes to that, I would usually say avoid it. You feel me? Especially if you plan on working there long term, avoid any type of gossip. If you're in a circle and somebody gossiping about somebody else, kindly, you feel me, swiftly remove yourself from that, and not in a rude way. But the reason why is because it's always, every time gossip and some real gossip that be floating around Amazon, it always got back to that person, no matter what. It's crazy. It's like, how does that happen? but it happens. It always gets back to the person. But by the time it gets back to the person, the story didn't change, and then they throw in other people's names. It's a mess. That is it is I can't really say that. Yeah, I can't say that on camera, but that can be a mess. I would avoid that at all costs for sure. Nope. Can't transfer with a write up. That's a fact. Unless they changed it. But nah, yeah, you had to wait until right. Because I was a PA and there was plenty of times people like, man, can I transfer? Boom, boom. Got that write up. You gotta wait till that write up fall off, and then you can transfer. In my, I'm about to say in my opinion, from my experience, that's what it was. Yep. And you can clarify that with your manager or HR, but across the board, every building I was at, LGB3, GYR1, that was the case where you couldn't have a write up or you couldn't have a write up when you try to transfer. You would have to wait until it falls off. Yes, try to do that for sure, for sure. Because it seems that's what sucks, man. It's just crazy. All the things that they could try to utilize to hold people back, it sucks. You know what I mean? But I would just try to. That's one reason why when I had associates who would have their earbuds in and they'd be like, "Oh, um, this person or this person or this manager or this manager," I'm like, "Bet I feel you," but not every manager is that manager. You feel me? Like you're going to have managers who will write you up for something that everybody else is doing. And then you can't say, oh, well, he's doing it and he's doing it and he's doing it. They're like, but are you doing it? You know what I mean? So I've seen a lot of people get written up. Most of the time, though, it's for some goofy stuff. I'm talking about goofy. Like, why'd you do that? I mean, what are you doing? But then I've seen some stuff that was kind of petty as well. So I don't know. But anyways, it's Thursday, y'all. What? We an hour. It's an hour and 42 already. I didn't even think this was gonna go that long. Because if you're just tuned in, first off, you just tuned in, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. That helps the channel out. Go ahead and like and subscribe. But I was supposed to have Mike on tonight, and the reason, if you're just tuning in, you probably would have missed it anyways. But he didn't tune in due to the fact he said he had a family emergency. So we're going to try to reschedule that date. We are going to see what's up with that. Don't know. We got totally different schedules, but I'm going to try to make it work though. Any questions or anything? Because if not, I'll probably be on for like 5 more minutes and then go ahead and knock out some vlogs. What would you guys want me to do a vlog on? Let's do that. So I can I got a gang of requests. If you've been hitting me up on Instagram, I'm catching up. I'm catching up on there. You feel me? On all I had requests. If you don't know Instagram, the way that it's like it's like a request that you get to receive the message, and then they have a hidden request. It's all this different things to get a message. So I'm catching up. If you have sent me a message on there to do a vlog on something or on an email, so don't trip on that. I hopefully will try to. I definitely will be getting to it soon. But what y'all want me to talk about? Drop that in the comment section real quick. Hold on, real quick, y'all. Hold on, real quick. All right. All right, so y'all didn't drop no comments for the the vlog. Well, like I said, that's the lineup for the week. I'm doing this vlog on. There were some delivery drivers who were stressed out. They was throwing packages all over the place. So I'm gonna do a vlog on that. I think I'm gonna touch on the layoffs because I know Disney had a big layoff and there's a few other people as well, and that hasn't been slowing down. So I think I want to touch on that. I'm thinking about doing this vlog too. I've had this request. A few people have asked me about it, so I think I might do it this week. The reason why I haven't done it yet because I want to set it up in my living room and have like this, have like the living room for my backdrop. Since I'm gonna be talking about, actually talking about that, they wanted to know about my journey to becoming a homeowner. So I was like, all right, that's what's up. That's pretty dope, like for sure. So I might do that this week. I'm also, if it's not this week or next week, I'm gonna do that vlog on how Amazon broke my heart because I've referenced that a lot of time. Basically, what happened: put in a lot of work, didn't get the credit for. Don't know. It's wild how that took place, but it all played a key in me going to corporate. That's why I left. I loved the warehouse. It's not like I didn't like the warehouse. I loved it, but it just seemed fishy. Um, and I was like, you know what? Um, I'm headed. I'm out. You feel me? Like I'm out, and ended up going to corporate. Low key said working overtime tonight. Managers on my shift really don't care. They let us all wear. What? You working and got headphones? It don't get no, like, that's easy money right there. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Wow. See, sometimes I'm like, man, I'm about to go back and be a packer or a steward, but it's like, nah, I can't do that. I was thinking about even PA, but I don't know if I want to do that either. I just, we got to make something work, y'all. What to say in your studio equipment? Like to go over what I have and how I use it. Is that what you mean by that? We say do a vlog about ShipDoc. Oh man, I can do a great vlog about that on how I don't like it, how it's giving me gray hairs, how the stress is crazy. You feel me? No, but there's some people who love and live for ShipDoc. That's what's up. I'm not one of them. You feel me? I don't really like ShipDoc, but that's my personal opinion. It's wild. ShipDoc is wild. Outbound is wild. Outbound is outbound is a beast. That's for sure. Um, like I said, I think that's the most challenging position in the building is outbound doc. I've seen that put people in the hospital. Facts. You feel me? It's like you really got to be on your P's and Q's. Depending on your building, though, like not every building is stupid crazy, or has like a lot of volume to where it puts that pressure on you. But I have seen that happen for sure. Let's see real quick. Low-key says, induct and outbound is the absolute worst position. Tote stacker is the best. You like tote? See, that's what's so crazy. That's why everything is subjective. Somebody literally just put how they love to be a tote stacker. I don't get it either. You know what I mean? Like tote stacking. But one thing that was dope about tote stacking, you just stacking totes. You feel me? Like it's not, you didn't have to do a rate. You didn't have to go to problem solve to fix this item. You only have to call the wire spider to refill no boxes, or you didn't have to do nothing but pick up some totes. So I can get why people liked it. But when you're doing it for somebody and they kind of want you to do, you know what I mean? Like they want you to pick up the speed or something. I can see how that can be difficult. But tote stacker is the best. I've heard people say that was the worst, but I like it though. Except the tote tank. But I think, do you use a tote tank when you do tote stacking? I think because people was trying to like really push us to go hard one time to when we were collecting totes. We were using that tote tank. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, I was sore for like 3 days afterwards. Oh, snaps. It says, yeah, like the mics and software for your music and everything. I might have to do that because a lot of people, not a lot, but I haven't had a nice amount of questions for that. It's not that much either. Like the mic, the mic and the sound box all came together. That was probably like 150 or something like that. But yeah, I might have to do that. I think that would be pretty dope. You plan on starting up a podcast or something? Let's see. New tech. Okay. My managers be chill about me wearing headphones since I'm always productive. That's the thing. I said being the top performer and being one of one of the best performers is a double-edged sword. But that right there is one of the perks. My top performers, you feel me? Like, I don't see what you you feel me? Like, yeah, you good. You know what I mean? Just take care of business for your boy and we good. So that is the thing. I've seen that a lot, even with me being a top performer. Like there was a lot that I was able to do as a PA with me setting records and breaking records. Bruh, what question me on what? You feel me? Like they didn't ask me, they didn't question anything I did. They didn't ask where I went, where I was, nothing. You feel me? Like when you're a top performer in any position, you good. Vlog on what got you into music. I know that would be dope. You know what? I'm gonna incorporate that because I'm actually gonna be doing a few vlogs going up to this concert. I have to title. That's the thing. You guys are gonna see me post other things. I have to tie Amazon into it. And the reason why, the algorithm will not push those videos out. Like one of the homies hit me up, was like, "Yo, you dropped your vlog. I didn't even get the notification." He usually hit me up right when I post the vlog, and we just chop it up. But he didn't even get the notification. Um, so they do. YouTube is weird when it comes to pushing out your content, even for those people that subscribed, even if they have the notification on. So that's why I kind of have to tie Amazon into mostly everything on the channel, some way, shape, or form. So I am going to touch on that topic though when I get closer to, like, I'm tiling. I think I'm gonna do like a little series from Amazon to the rap stage or something like that. And because I have an interview with the radio station next week. Yeah, I think it's next week. So I'm gonna vlog that, but I'm gonna title it from Amazon to the rap stage, something like that. Because if not, y'all not gonna see it the way that YouTube works. But that's next week. So from that, and then the night of the concert, and I'm dropping a project next month. I'm gonna do a vlog on my last project and my new project, and I'll go over all that stuff, like what made me get into the music, um, like my direction for it, all that good stuff. So no, good looking Dusk. That will be on for sure one of those upcoming vlogs. As long, oh yeah, watch safety because they ain't showing no favoritism. Now that is who that's who you need to watch out for. They not showing no love unless I've seen you, man. It's the game is cold unless it's a safety dude and it's a female, not just any female that they find attractive. I've seen people be getting finessed, but I've seen them let them go. Not all of them, but I've seen it. That's a level, man. That type of favoritism used to get me. I used to be like, man, let me change the subject. But yes, as long as safety ain't around, because safety, they don't be playing unless it's a dude, a young dude. Anyways, he said, Perfect Gematria said the majority of the majority of people that work in my site are 30 plus. Oh, you in the game? That's what I'm talking about. I mean, it's still gonna be drama. Night shift, I'm sure there's gonna be some stuff on night shift. Day shift will probably be straight, but man, 30 plus, that's what's up. That means there's no drama. It shouldn't be. It's way less. There you go. I'm pretty sure we can say that. Way less drama, way less gossip, all that type of stuff. CL Gaming, what up, my guy? How you feeling? Thank you much for tuning in. Flex schedule sucks. During the down period, I'm only working one half day a week. What? Wow. See, that's the part of flex that people don't really talk about. People only talk about how they can get shifts, all this, I only choose to take this amount of shifts or this and that. That's my first time hearing that. You have half a day for a week. Yeah, that don't sound good at all. Will they allow you to switch to like the switch to the regular schedule? I hope so, because a half a day, you getting 2 days a month. A half a day one week, another half a day the next week. That's 2 weeks. Another half a day for the next week, another half a day the next week. That's 2 days a month. Man, that's scary. I hope they can let you get on a full shift for real, for real. AMZL Tech, you got Alexa in your home? Probably. I probably do. My house is a smart home. So I'm sure if my house came with Alexa, I never used it though. But it's here somewhere. She probably listening. You feel me? She's been listening to all my combos since I moved in the house, probably. But I don't use it. Never cut it on because it was supposed to be, like I said, it's a smart home. So it was supposed to be you can speak to Alexa to cut on the lights or unlock the door. But I never use Alexa because I had an app with my home and I do everything from my phone. You can cut on the light on the outside. You can unlock your door. You can open up the garage, all that stuff from your cell phone. So I never use Alexa. You know what I mean? That's a good question though. Where the heck is my Alexa at? I don't know where that thing is at. What you say? I want to make a few albums in the future. My guy, why aren't you doing it now? You hear me? Now. Why don't you take that action now? You work at Amazon. Why ain't you got a studio yet? I thought it was, you know what, for me, because that's how I was. This ain't my first time around rapping. Just saying. Like, if I could right now, I would show you some performances. Like, I'm not new to the rap stuff. I just be playing like that. but I haven't done it in a while. So it's like I'm kind of brushing the skill off. But there was a time when most of the time I always paid for studio time because it is just easier. You're paying for somebody else to do it. They know how to do it. It comes out way better for sure. But it's just on a whole other level when you have it in your own office or in your it could be in your own bedroom, wherever. One of the homies I used to record with a while ago, he had his studio in his bedroom. When I would come over to pay, it was in his room. You feel me? But he was just hard. It was fire. Great quality. You should do that. You work in Amazon, work them overtime days to get you a studio. Boom. Now you can start knocking y'all some songs. You know what I mean? It could be another way of income. But music, that's the thing. This is why I haven't been pushing music so far with this as SB on this channel. It costs. You feel me? Like it costs money for everything. You want your song mastered, that's gonna cost you. You want a beat, that's gonna cost you. Oh, well, I want to make my own beats. Okay, cool. That's gonna cost you. But in the long run, it's worth it though, because I mean, it could make finances, but it does take a lot of money. You know what I mean? That's why even when it comes, it just requires so much. Like if you do music automatically in today's time, you need to make music videos. That's a whole nother out of pocket cost. That's why I'm finna do all that stuff myself. Will it come out great? Probably not, but it's gonna be out. You feel me? Like until I get better at it. But I would say, man, take advantage of that, my dude. I'll definitely listen. What's the height requirement for OP? I'm 4.5 feet. Can't see beyond the chain in front, but they insist I do OP. Seems like they intentionally behave rude so you won't take VTO. Oh, so you want to take VTO. Please help me. So on the height requirement for the OP, I never heard of a height requirement on any what they call them things on any pit. Basically, the little pit, they call them pits. I haven't heard any height requirement, so you may be good on that. But if you can't see something that you need to see, yeah, just let them know and let them know like, this is kind of like, ain't this a safety issue? I can't see this or I can't see above this. You throw safety in the mix of anything that you don't want to do, it's gonna stop it in its tracks for sure. Seems like they intentionally behave rude, so you want to take VTO. They could. I'm not putting it past them. You can't put nothing past management on any job. They will finesse. They will do what they got to do to get the end goal. That's a fact. I hope they don't do that, but I wouldn't be surprised. So SB, did you check out the link I gave 2 weeks ago for that position? Right, I think I did click on it after the live, but I didn't end up reading the whole thing. I didn't read the whole thing. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because usually when I do live, just on every day, I'm working every single day. But what exactly were we checking for? If you could remind me, because I remember I checked that out and I checked something else out that the Dark Knight, which is in here, he sent me something too to check out, and I checked that out as well. So I remember I did, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't fully remember what it was about. But shout out to you, Jonathan, for tuning in, my guy. Thank you much for tuning in. Beauty, shout out. What is good? What is good? Finally caught the live. I know you caught the end. We're gonna be off in like 5 minutes unless y'all come with some questions. Then we're gonna call it quit. Not quits. We're gonna cut it in 5 minutes. Oh, that's right. That's right. The Apprentice. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yep. I want to do it just because I just don't like Army. I'm trying to get my neighbor. When I was a PA, he was an RME. He was my RME guy, and we end up living like right across the street from each other. He bought a house over here too, and I'm actually trying to get him. I'm gonna have him on the vlog, so that's gonna be interesting. But I don't know. I don't think I want to do RME. But shout out to everybody who gets it done. It don't seem like it's hard. I can't lie about that. And I heard they get paid pretty good. Oh, that's why. The week I decided to work 55 hours during. Oh wait, hold on. Got to get my drive back. What you mean, your hard drive or you like your actual drive? Like your motivation type drive back. Is that what you mean? Wait, I'm trying to see behind my head. Is that thing cutting off? Why is it not? Oh. If you're talking about like your drive, motivation drive, I feel you, my dude. I've been fighting with that as well. Just because I'm at the point where I'm just so busy that it kind of I'm seeing it affect my creativity. Um, Even when it comes to YouTube, it sucks because I can't even lie. I used to put more into these videos, like editing wise. It was never nothing crazy. I never was on here doing like, but it was just more, you know what I mean? But I definitely see my motivation take a dive. Not a, yeah, it kind of took a dive a little bit because it's just like my brain never rests. You know what I mean? Like one Amazon job will do that to you. Two, you feel me? Like literally, I don't be playing when I be saying that. I should be broken. There's no way. There's no other reason I'm like that. I'm functioning right now. Like so, I've definitely seen that affect me on the creativity side. But my thing is that ain't an excuse. Like I mean, for me, I'm saying that for me, not for you. For me, it's not an excuse. You gonna get it done or not? That's how I'm talking to myself. I'll sit there and be like, man, I'm dude, and then a little voice inside me, okay, so we getting this done or no? You feel me? Like because that's how life is. No matter what you're going through in life, it's gonna get done. But the question is you gonna do it. You know what I mean? Somebody gonna make some hit songs. Somebody's finna go on tour. Somebody's gonna drop a video. Somebody's gonna do it. Somebody gonna vlog about Amazon if I don't do it. You feel me? Especially now that I'm doing like there's a few of us, Zelle and C11. This is like a new lane. Somebody gonna do it if you drop the ball. You know what I mean? Somebody gonna do it. I'm not gonna drop the you feel me? Like, nah. Like, so that's why even though my motivation's kind of been low, I gotta get it done. That's when discipline comes in. See, there's motivation, and that's why I'm that's the brand, dreams and motivation. But for both of those to even work, those can die down. You need discipline. I need discipline. So that's why I try to, what I've been on lately, I haven't had the motivation. I got the dreams. I haven't had the motivation. That's where the discipline comes in. So at least I can be disciplined enough to do, all right, boom, let me just play the song. You feel me? At least, all right, let me just play the beat and then something will come on. All right, well, I don't feel motivated to do a vlog, but let me just keep the discipline. I'm gonna do a vlog anyways because I know I need to post if I'm trying to hit the goals for that. You know what I mean? We got to make sure we have that discipline. Because if we're going only off motivation, you're not always motivated. I'm not always motivated. Stuff won't get done. But yeah, my little rant real quick. Okay, let's see what he said. I could switch to full schedule, but flex works so well on my school schedule. I can't drop now. But my mom said no. And I feel you, and you don't want to. Well, I don't know your situation, but no, I feel you definitely want to listen to your mom. Here's what I would say though: when you're full time and you're a student, they have. I was a PA. Some of our top performers were students, but guess what? They would leave every day at a certain time because it's something when you're a student, they have incentives to where you can go, like you leave earlier because you're a student. You know what I mean? So look into that. I forgot exactly what it's called, but they give you time to leave. Like you don't have to work the full 10 hours because you're a student. I will look into it because this is back when I was in Cali and people was going to like RCC or what's that? I forgot the name of that college. Anyways, but they took advantage of that because you do have incentives when you're a student. I'm pretty sure they still got that. Amazon loves students. The apprenticeship. Oh yeah, Cal. Yep, we talked about that. Hardship transfers. Hey, DJ Reezy, what it do, my guy? Say you need because nobody can watch your kids and can't make it to work. They should be dealing with it within 30 days. A hardship transfer. There you go. That's some game. So those of you who were talking about the transfer, make it a hardship transfer. That would put them in a more difficult position to deny that. Say you may really have these situations where nobody can watch your kids or you can't make it to work. I tried that for the corporate side. I was like, I don't think I can make it into the in-office day. What'd I say? It was true, but they was like, nah, you're gonna have to just use your PTO. I'm like, bruh, I already work from home. I can't make it in this week. Is there any way I can just work from home on my office day? No. All right, cool, for sure. Bet. Put my vacation in. I ain't been in the office in like 2 months. I've been putting in vacation time. every Tuesday. I don't know. I know, yo. I don't know why. I don't like it. I don't like being in the office. It don't make no time. But that's not the topic here. DJ Reezy's showing us how to avoid. If you want to get a transfer, he says the hardship transfers is the way to go. That's what he was saying. All right, let's see. It says the week I decided to work 55 hours during peak and outbound pack was when we sent the most packages out for a traditional. Ain't that funny? It ain't funny, even though I'm pretty sure it was a lot. But ain't that crazy how that be happening sometimes? Like the one time you go over there, they want to push out the most volume. My dude, I didn't have that happen so many times. I wish there was a way I can support you more. SB, your content is good. Oh, it's God tier 100%. Keep doing what you're doing, my G. My Dark Knight, Ninja for sure. I know, because you've been on my head. You've been on my like, hey, you feel me? It's done. What's good is done. It's boom, boom. And trust me, I'm not trying to not respond or nothing like that. It's just literally my mind is hard to cut off. I'm not lying to you, especially right on top of it. The concert next month, this ain't a regular concert. You feel me? This is my whole town is going to be in the building because everybody performing. It's a fest, and I go on prime time on the main stage. It's a building. I'm taking y'all there. You feel me? Yo, I'm taking y'all there. I'm vlogging it, but it's the Arizona Fest. 3 floors, stage on each floor, main stage on the bottom floor. I'm performing main stage prime time. So it's like, that just made my mind, even I can't sleep. Why? Because I would show you the camera. I got my whiteboards over here. It's like now I have less time to just sit and think because now I got to get back in shape. You feel me? I got to get back on in performance mode. And then I got to remember all my song lyrics. You feel me? Like I don't listen to my music all day. I have to now so I can get it right on. It's just then with the merch, people hit me up that is going to the concert. Like, hey, you gonna have some shirts there? Boom, boom, snaps. All right, I need to make sure I got all my shirts there. So like I'm saying, I'm not. You know what I mean? I know you are trying to support because you've been helping out a lot. It's just, man, I be biting off more than I can chew because that's just how I operate. You know what I mean? It's not the greatest way to operate. I'm just saying, but it could be benefits to it. Okay. But I appreciate you, my dude, for sure. For sure. I do. We got to see what's up with that. I got to have you as a mod on here or something. Cause every time I'm live, you on. So, I mean, we're not at that point where we need it yet, but I'm pretty sure as we be consistent, it grows for sure. Going to have you as that for sure. Both. I know. Trust me. But like I said, discipline. That's what we need. We need that discipline and we need goals. We need to write it down. Right now, where's that? Well, I put it on the internet for the YouTube, like where I want to be for the next year. I had to write it down, you know what I mean? And now I need a discipline to carry it out. I didn't feel like dropping a video yesterday. I didn't feel like editing that video, but I did it because I need to be disciplined to hit that goal. Right now, what I got over here, I got my vlogs. What I got written? Vlogs. It says record 3 songs, send 2 songs to my producer. Shout out to my boy Transparency. 500 push-ups. So far for today. Oh, it's Thursday. I ain't hit no push-ups. I need to do some push-ups. I would turn the camera and knock some 50 out for y'all real quick, but I got to do now at least 250 before this night's over. But write it down because then that will help you. It'll stay in front of you, and that will continue to remind you to do it, and then use that discipline to carry it out. Because we ain't always gonna have motivation. Motivation is low key rare. It's like seasons of motivation. Like I have seasons when I'm just lit all day. I don't need no discipline. You feel me? I'm working 12 hours. Then right after that, I'm knocking out 4 vlogs. And after that, I'm about to write 2 songs. It's up. You feel me? But then right now, I'm not in that motivation. It was peak. Peak burnt me out. So now I'm using discipline to do everything that I still need to do. But it's difficult. Not gonna lie. But that's what separates greatness from everyone else. That's what separates those who's in the game on the court from those people in the crowd who paid to see the people on the court. We the people on the court. You know what I mean? I know everybody doesn't want to be on the court, and it's not to be seen. You know what I'm trying to say, the analogy I'm trying to use. You know what I mean? It's like that's the separation. That discipline, man. You gotta be disciplined. It's hard. Beauty said, I'll make sure to go watch this after live. Yep, it'll be up. It'll be up for you to see the whole thing. We had 2 hours. Okay, we up in here. We in here. Due to Amazon money loss, they are reinforcing policies in my building. They let go my RC driver. He was a beast, and they pulled up old what? They pulled up old issues on him. They didn't fix, but still let him go. This is a fact. Well, I want to say it's a fact. That's what I've been hearing a lot. Y'all, be careful. Don't be playing games because they writing down names. You know what I mean? Um, he was saying, DJ Reezy said it's due to Amazon money loss. They are reinforcing policies. I've heard a lot of people say that they've been cracking down. Basically, that's what he's saying. They're cracking down. And because we've said this before, they probably won't, at least at this point, they're not doing layoffs in the warehouse building for tier ones. Not going down right now. Can it happen? I think it could. Not right now, though. That's not what's going down. That is where I think we're at, where they're using write-ups to get rid of, oh, our headcount's too high at this building. We're not bringing that type of volume. We actually can't, you know what I mean? All right, well, let's cut this. Let's cut the fat. Let's cut some of this headcount down. All right. That I'm not saying that's what happens. I have no 100% proof on that. But when you look at the situation, all of a sudden, everybody's talking about how they're cracking down on certain things. It kind of seems like that's what's happening. But I'm not a representative of Amazon or a spokesperson, so I don't really know. Okay, school accommodations. There you go. That's exactly what it's called. School accommodations. Learning department will line you up for your school, and HR is supposed to work with you. I've seen that plenty of times of people who are in school. I'm like, yo, how in the world are you working at Amazon in school? Like, I can barely live and work at Amazon. But they're like, oh no, we got accommodations. So they leave earlier, all that good stuff. There's some good accommodations from what I've seen. But yeah, like DJ Reezy said, chop it up with your HR. They will let you know about that for sure. Extra support, watch the commercials, buy the merch, share the videos, like all the videos. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Good looking. I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate the support. Thank you. I'm not sure I trust these online colleges anymore. Yeah, I don't. I mean, even the college system in general. Why are we not teaching new stuff or maybe they are. Are they teaching new classes on how to where finances in today's time? We're going into a whole different market digitally. Is there look at all the digital money that has been made in the last 10 years. I ain't seen no classes on that. You know what I mean? Like, unless I'm wrong, unless I just haven't seen it. I don't know. But I feel you. I feel you on that, Kyle, for sure. I dropped out of college. Don't do that though. Don't do that. You feel me? I did it because I was in criminal justice and I seen something that didn't sit right with me. And I was like, I'm out. Don't do that though. That wasn't the right move. I would have been further right now if I would have just gotten my degree. But who knows how that would have played out. Everything happens for a reason. So I don't regret it. But I definitely would encourage you, if you're in school, kill that. Don't be a quitter. I mean, I'm not saying you handle it, kill it. To elaborate on the Den Forest story, a 61-year-old man died of a heart attack after coming back from an administrative leave for medical health. They warded off the area, but decided, I heard about that. That happened like a month, maybe two, about a month ago. One reason why I didn't report on that is his family's alive. I'm sure he has somebody that knows him that's alive. That's just, you know what I mean? When people dying, I don't really want to cover that type of stuff. I try not to, or because you know what I mean? But now, can I see that happening? Of course. I know healthy people who've had heart attacks, let alone a 60-year-old man, you know what I mean? But I think that's a story where they continued to work like half the shift or something. I don't know. I'm just saying, Amazon, I'm not a representative. I don't know. Allegedly, there you go. That's the word. There you go. We avoid all legal issues or any job issues. Allegedly, I guess they continued to work for a period of time while he was passed away. That's why I don't like these jobs. You feel me? Like, you feel me? Look at the companies who use third world manpower, kids, children in these fields for their things that we buy for our iPhones, when things that we buy in electric vehicles. You feel me? Like, it's just the classism. This is a worldwide thing. We talk about Amazon, but what about all these things what about the iPhone? What phone was it? It's a few phones and a lot of electric vehicles. It's something overseas that these things take. I forgot what it's called. It's a certain mineral or something, and they have a lot of these mines where it's kids there, where it's 1,000 humans in there. It's just using people, but they're a big company over here, and we all have their product. You know what I mean? So yeah, is Amazon horrible? I've seen that's wrong. That story absolutely wrong. That's not okay. I'm not saying that's okay, but I think that's all these companies. You feel me? And that's just my opinion. It's a whole lot of companies doing that. It sucks. That's why I don't like none of these companies. I'm here because I need to pay bills. But I think Amazon is like that right there is a leadership. I don't know what that was. I don't know. And it wasn't right. Whatever it wasn't right. But that's all I know on that situation. That's why I don't cover that type of topic because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But that wasn't right. That's what I do know. But I did see that story. I do know what you're talking about. Bet because you can also live stream on Twitch too and OFC. I'll help you with that too. It's one step at a time. I don't know what OFC is, but let's do that Twitch though. I did actually a few of the my boys was telling me about Twitch. They was like, "Yo, you got to get on there." I haven't. OFC, I don't know what that is, but Twitch for sure. Yeah, we can do that. Like, I'd rather move quicker on that than the other one. What was it, Bandcamp or something? Not Bandcamp. That's what old rappers used to do. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, I definitely want to like Twitch for sure. I'm scrolling back for the guest speaker. Mike, I'm not seeing him. Can you put the time? I know, Nas. The thing is, he had a family emergency, so he wasn't able to tune in. So we're gonna have him back on, but he was like, he didn't just dip out and be like, can't do it. Like he was like, yo, he was trying to do it tomorrow. He's like, yo, I got a family emergency, but can we do this tomorrow? Can we do it Saturday? I can't do both. I can't do any one of those because I got to work for the delivery job tomorrow and on Saturday. I work until Wednesday. I think Wednesday is my next day off. But he's a manager and he works great. Like, you know, our schedule. Hopefully, maybe next week we'll see. I'm gonna talk to him probably after this live and we'll see what's good. But yeah, so he was supposed to tune in. Something came up, but he wanted to get back on tomorrow. I just couldn't do it. But he's gonna be on here though. He's gonna be on here, of course. That's right. But in the companies though, it's a lot of these big companies. Like it ain't just Amazon overworking people in the warehouses. Because we kind of have a choice. You know what I mean? Like to work in this type of environment. I had a choice when I first came to Amazon, and it first hit me like, yo, I never really felt like that. I never felt like I was overworked just because I've worked in terrible. I didn't think Amazon warehouse was terrible. Why? Because I came from terrible warehouses. You feel me? Like stuff, metal bars hanging 50 feet in the air is like, yo, that's going to fall on somebody. You feel me? Like I've seen terrible situations. I didn't think Amazon was one of them. So that's why I never really was disappointed with Amazon. But I'm saying everyone's different. Now, let's say for an elderly person, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think Amazon would be the best place for you. You know what I mean? Let's say, not forget. Let's aside from that story, the Den 3 or whatever building that was. Let's say if my grandpa wanted a job, my grandma wanted a job. I ain't telling her to go to Amazon. You feel me? She's like, hey, grandson, I've signed up for Amazon. What? You feel me? You ain't going. I'm going to call, boop, boop, boop. Uncle Jeff, get my grandma off of the schedule for front half nights. You crazy? Like, no, grandma's not finna work at no Amazon. Grandma, listen, come on. I'm going to take you somewhere. We're going to hop in the car. We're gonna go to so we can get us some. What do I like? We're gonna go to Cold Stone's birthday cake remix. Now listen, Grandma, you ain't finna work for Uncle Jeff. We finna take you to Walmart. You finna greet people at the door, Grandma. You are not finna stow no 225 units per hour, not under my watch. No, we're not doing it. You're going to Walmart as a greeter. That's a fact. My grandma's going to Walmart, bro. You feel me? No, you ain't working for Uncle Jeff. Get back over here, Grandma. Come on, get in the car. We're going to Walmart. But the whole point of that, maybe it's just, but it's a challenging thing because people, Amazon, you know how people complain about Amazon's pay? There's people who see, yo, Amazon is paying a little bit more. Maybe I should go there, and they try to stick it out. I don't think it's the place. My opinion, this don't reflect Amazon because they do hire everybody. I've been a PA. I've seen the elderly work at Amazon, but I've seen some of them with accommodations. I've seen all type of stuff. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't touch those stories. I don't even know how to handle that story. I just know me personally. I always try to flip the script. Okay, Uncle Jeff, would you allow your 61-year-old grandpa to work at Amazon? You know what I mean? I always try to look at stuff, but all these companies is doing it though. All these companies is taking advantage of people in different countries and using them up. Now that's slave labor. You look that stuff up for sure. Granny better stay home and take a use. Not at Amazon. You feel me? I work remote. You feel me? For mostly out the week. I got to go in the office one day. It stressed me out. I don't know if you wasn't in the live earlier, but that's one of the vlogs I'm gonna do this year. Well, I'm gonna name it something. My most stressful year in Amazon. That's working remote, working from home. But it's just Amazon. I understand Amazon can be stressful. Like I said, I never felt like that in the warehouse as a tier one. As a stower, what was to me the most stressful thing was doing what's that? Not reactive, RSR. Big old items in a pod, and you have to turn away a pod every 2 pods and put one item in because you got the 12 packs of those colored waters, or you got, you know what I mean? That was just annoying because like, yo, don't come over here questioning my rate because you see what I'm stowing. That, you know what I mean? That type of little stress. Other than that, it wasn't really stressful, but especially remote. Grandma ain't working for them remote. Nope. You feel me? I got a remote job. Oh, that's cool, Granny. Who? Uncle Jeff? Give me that. Give me this laptop. Crack. You feel me? Throw that mug out the window. We cracking that, Grandma. We ain't doing that. Oh, snaps. Somebody said, unfortunately, Jonathan, he said, unfortunately, it's a lot of grandmas. Right. But why? You feel me? Because they part of the old school and they know economics. Like they see like, yo, many people complain about Amazon. At least it's better than a lot of stuff out there. I'm not saying what they do is right or nothing like that, but why are there so many grandmas in Amazon? That's a vlog. No, it's not a vlog, but why are there so many grandmas in Amazon? Why though? You feel me? Why? I don't think it's go to Walmart greeters, not in a bad way. They're capable. You know, I don't want none of them to be offended. Like, you don't think I can do the job? Oh, I know. They be playing. Like somebody commented that, skip it or what? Where'd it go? Somebody said like, oh, well, they had a grandma. Oh, here you go. Let me see. He said, look, a lot of 65 plus age women, one lady over 70 moving cages. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying their rate. Some of the older people, elderly age, how you want to say that, they be beasting. You know what I mean? Is that best for them? I don't think so. You feel me? Because your body is more fragile at that age. You know what I mean? I never really liked seeing that because they got it done. They didn't complain. It was always the younger people. Honestly, being a PA, the most complaints came from the youngest people. The older people weren't complaining. It was the young people. You know what I mean? From my experience. So, but I hated to see that because I don't look at people I look at everybody as like, man, that could be my grandma. Man, that could be my uncle. Man, that could be my cousin. Man, that could be my boom. You know what I mean? I don't just look at people as just a worker. So let's see. I see it a little different. At my FC, they treat the old heads pretty good. Help them out with heavy. Right. That's what I've experienced as well. Exact same thing. That's a fact. So in that situation, I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. He commented on a story that took place where an Amazon worker passed away. Ow. And I didn't really know. I didn't even do a story on it just because how do you talk about that? I didn't really know how, and I wasn't there. And that's just, you know what I mean? But from what I've seen in my experience when it comes to like the elderly, I've never seen pressure put on them. But that doesn't mean their body is putting pressure on them like that. Rest in peace to the man who passed away. I don't think there was somebody talking about his rate being low. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't. That seems like his body shut down. You know what I mean? That's why I don't think you go to Walmart. You know what I mean? Like And I don't even say that because they can't do it. It's just like, I don't want to see you do it. I don't want none of that stress on you. You feel me? We just want to see you smile. You feel me? We want to see you smile and wave. You know what I mean? Why do elderly people have to do more than that? You know what I mean? I want y'all to be retired. You know, why are you in here packing up 10-pound box, bending over? You know what I mean? Let me stop ranting. All right. So, but no, that's what I've seen as well. I've seen them really get taken care of, honestly. So my front night has a lot of 60. Okay, yeah. 70 cages. My goodness. It says, hello there. What's going on? Welcome to the chat. If y'all haven't yet, be sure to hit the like button for this video, y'all. If you haven't hit that like button, go ahead and do that. Hopefully I don't offend anyone, but how do you feel about the earbuds aren't allowed, but they will actively, right? I don't think they've got a good answer to that question. I've heard it asked plenty of times. They don't have an answer to it because I think because it's different with 4 associates who can't hear compared to the whole building who can't hear. You know what I mean? And then that's the only argument that I can see them having. It's like, yeah, we have 5 associates who can't hear, but if we had a whole building, it may be a little bit different. You know what I mean? The whole building may have to be set up different, you know? So that's the only logical reason that I can kind of play on their side or see it from their perspective would be that. But sometimes, I mean, being distracted, it's not hard to get distracted. You know what I mean? So they want to cover themselves because everybody wants an earbud until somebody gets injured. You may injure the wrong person and they may put that case on you. You know what I mean? Yo, now we suing. So I think they're only doing it's not like they really care. They don't care. I mean, it's just my experience. My experience. I'm just speaking. I'm not representing the company, but you know what I mean? I think they do that to cover themselves legally. Overall, I think that's like the bottom line of it. Her rate is one of the highest. Bro, some of my top performers were the oldest ones. I'm telling you, that's a fact. That's a fact. Look at it. I got it right here. That's what this piece of paper is. I got a gift card. We're saying a gift card. My fault. I got a card. This is my going away card from some of my as a PA. Look, they said you suck. But it says you suck, but it says you will be missed. It's gonna suck without you. So that was pretty cool. But the ones that signed it is a lot of older people on here, and they were the best performers. They were elderly. So like I'm saying, they'll be going in. It's not like they can't. I'm not saying they can't, or nobody's saying they can't. I just don't like to see it. You know what I mean? Just because even though we feel like we can do things, that's something I have to watch myself. I push myself to the limit and past it mentally. You know what I mean? Because I mentally can get there, but I have to be careful sometimes because my body may, you know what I mean? Like that's sometimes I get kind of worried about. I don't want to push myself mentally where my body don't really want to go, or you know what I mean? So I don't want to see that for them either. They kill it though, because that's just the breed of that time was different. Workers from their time, from workers to our time, physical labor was different. We have a totally different breed of people. The ones who complain the most are the youngest. But shout out to my young folks though. I feel you, but I'm just saying it's a reason. It's a reason for that though. I used to be a general manager at Kentucky Fried Chicken for 3 years. That job was hell on my soul. Amazon's a brush of breath. What? Oh, so are you a general? You're not a general manager for Amazon. There's no way. What building? Low key, what building you work at? I'm gonna pull you up on what's that thing? You know how you can look people up? No, I wouldn't do that on live though. But are you a general manager for Amazon? I don't think so. But I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. The reason why I don't think so is because you said Amazon's a breath of fresh air. I ain't really heard nobody say that. That's high up. You know what I mean? They be stressed. But I could be wrong. You could be the one who does love it. But you didn't like Kentucky Fried Chicken? That seemed like that'd be pretty chill. Not chill, but it seemed like it would be less going on than from an Amazon. You know what I mean? Like you're taking customer orders from all over the place compared to But I don't know. You feel me? I ain't been that high up. I can't even lie. I don't know. But if so, I'm glad you got out of that position. That's the worst position to be in, is having to work when you don't want to, doing something you don't want to do. Like, that sucks. I do that right now. Like 12 hours from now, I'm gonna be doing something I don't want to do. I'm finna be at Amazon delivery. But I can't say, what'd you say? You said it was hell on your soul. Now that's deep. That's deep right there. That's deep. That's going to the depths. It's like, I don't feel like that. So I'm glad you got out of that situation, because what the stress and that type of stress physically can change, and you know what I mean? Like that ain't healthy at all. So I'm glad you got out of there, and I'm glad that you are, you know, in a way better position for sure, because that ain't good. Jonathan said team of grandmas facts pulling 3,000 pounds of units, loading devices at my air hub. Bro, the dopest team on the pack side before I left were elderly. It was 2 females, 2 women that were older, 3 women that were older, and 2 guys that were older. They would always pack. They'd be like, "Can you put us on the same row? Y'all gonna kill it, right? Yeah, do y'all thing." I would always let them pack together, and they would be beasting. It's weird. Well, it's really not when you think about it. They're just from that age. They're a different breed. Right. There's a word. Younger workers complaining about the work. That's a fact. But the thing is, they don't know what physical, real labor. I'm talking FedEx in 2006, FedEx in 2008, warehouse. That's why I feel the way I do about Amazon, because I was bred on FedEx in 2008. That is a whole nother. Nobody's ready for that. I'm not even ready for that. That was the worst. Like, them physical labor jobs back in the day was no joke. That's a fact. It was no joke. That was tough. Where was that? Oh, here we go. In my FC, we have them simple bin count. That's what I'm talking about. Not too much pressure on their body, which is good for them. In furnace, that's what I'm talking about. That's what you should do. That's what I'm talking about. And I've seen that a lot, but I've seen a lot where they weren't doing that. But that right there is showing me a management, whoever their manager is, a person of respect, who has respect for their elders and all that stuff. That's what's up. That's dope. We bragging whose grandma is better than than who based on buildings. Oh, that's good. My dude Jonathan is hilarious. It says desperate times calls for desperate measures. Amazon provides exceptional benefits. Patient compared with others. Get paid weekly. Medical, dental, 401k. The aging needs to survive like everyone else. That's a fact. That's why I was saying, why are they there? There's a reason why they're there. That's why I always say Amazon is not this terrible place. But the people it can be. But that's why, though. Perfect explanation. Perfect explanation. I'm telling you, I've had so many jobs. You didn't get that. You ain't get the, let me see. You ain't get the exceptional benefits. You ain't get paid weekly. You ain't get medical. Like, there's a lot of jobs out there that don't provide all that stuff for sure. But it's like, it does play a part, as we were talking about earlier, your management. Let's say you get under some terrible management or bad manager and all that stuff, or a pretty whack PA, and you go to work and it's stressful. That's when it could be bad. You know what I mean? And I can see why people complain, because they're dealing with favoritism. They're dealing with attitudes and all that. They may have a manager that may not like them for whatever weird reason. It happens at any job. They just don't like you for some reason about you. That sucks. It's like, yo, you didn't even do nothing, and you already have your manager against you. Now, those situations, I sympathize, because I know what that feels like. But you don't quit. You know what I mean? You get about that situation. But that's one more time. That's a real great reason right there why they're there. Benefits compared to others, paid weekly, medical, dental, 401k. That's a fact. RFC tries to put less pressure on the elderly, but sometimes they don't get a choice since the younger workers have taken the VTO. Facts. That's so true. That's true. And that's, shout out to you for, in your building, man, for really showing that love and respect to the elderly too. That's dope. No earbuds allowed in the Amazon FC, but UPS Air can allow single earbud in one ear. How's that? UPS Air does? I don't know. I think Amazon, because UPS Air ain't the big boys. You feel me? Like, yeah, they're up there, but they're not Amazon. Amazon seems like the target. You feel me? Like anything, somebody sprained their ankle, I'm suing. You feel me? Dust comes in my eye. I'm suing. You feel me? Like they're the big guys. When you're that top of the food chain, everybody wants something. They want that money. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why. Like I said, that's the only thing I think is the most logical, in my opinion, is the due to that them being sued to avoid lawsuits. That's the only thing I can think of, because you don't have to worry about any issues that take place with an earbud, because no one can have them. But if they do, maybe somebody trips, or like my AirPods, I love it because it has the noise cancellation. They be saying don't use them in the office. Anyways, but you don't hear nothing, which is great. But imagine you walk in, two people got earbuds in, pallet runner and somebody else, and the pallet runner turn. You know what I mean? It's just, I could see stuff happening. It seems like it'll be rare, but I could see it happening. And they probably just don't want to avoid. They probably just don't want any like legalities, anything on the legal side against them. That's the only thing that I could think of, though. Let's see. It says, honestly, I think people should stop complaining so much about work. Also, I would like us to get paid a little more. They should raise the cap to 20 for tier 1 employees. They should. That's a fact. But I think they've said, and if you look this up, I think the article's still up, where they don't really want people to work there longer than 2 years. That's what it's in some article. I know I've heard that plenty of times from people who work in the company, but I think they actually said that in an article. If you look that up, I think they actually did a whole thing on that, because I was going to talk about that in the vlog, but I didn't end up doing it. But I think that's why they don't want you. Imagine, no, that is why. Imagine if you can cap out at $20 as a tier 1. That means any VET you get, you balling. You feel me? You about to make some money on one day of VET. Any peak season, where my PA vest? You feel me? Where my ambassador vest? I'm up there with, you feel me? I'm stowing right. SB, you stowing? That was good, y'all. You feel me? I'm just out here trying to collect like y'all. Like, that's why. Who gonna leave then? Who gonna leave? You feel me? I think they need people to leave, like, or not need, but you know what I mean. I think if they did that, too many people would stay. That turnover would definitely drop. But they've said that before, that there was something like they didn't want people more than 2 years, or after 2 years, they're complacent. Something like that. I don't remember. But that would be dope. Imagine if they kept going. What if they just didn't stop? Or they got to put a cap. But if it was 25, 20, that's kind of low. Like, what about jobs when we were young and our parents had, when they were there 30 years, 40 years? You know what I mean? It was able. It don't seem like it's too many jobs that's out there that's like that anymore. DJ Megahertz, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? Laugh aloud, I'm at work right now. I'll holler back. It's P2. Okay. On you halfway there. You almost done. And thank you much for tuning in. If y'all haven't yet, if you tuned in, go ahead and hit that like button for me. It helps out in the algorithm. So if y'all could do that, go ahead and do that. Hit that like button. If you ain't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. It says shouldn't stay tier 1. I remember in our meeting, they told us I'm sorry, y'all, my lips is dry. I be having some videos, I be looking like, yo, my lips is dry. And I'm in Arizona, and even when it ain't hot, it just takes the water out of you still. All right, there we go. Jonathan said, shouldn't stay tier 1. I remember in our meeting, they told us they never want us to be in tier 1 and should seek better for ourselves. The raise is elsewhere. Sort of. I think tier 1s can come up. I was a tier 1 and came up. Where are the raises at? I hear them, but where is it at? I think the raises are once you get into that L4. Why are you in L4 for 5 years? They leave. That's why so many of them leave. All the L4s that I know that left for better money, more money. Amazon managers ain't getting paid like that. I hate to break to everybody, because I hate that it was broken to me. That's a fact. You know what I mean? I would have asked him, like, well, what you still here for? Because everybody I know on the Amazon side, for their position internally that come up internally is getting paid. Their position is getting more money elsewhere. But for L1s, where? I think Walmart starts off higher when it comes to the facility. I think, right? I think Walmart does. But other than that, who's starting off at what? Where's Amazon start off with now? I don't even know anymore. Is it 17, 1650, something like that? Who's starting off like that? I don't know. I'm sure it's something. I'm not saying it's not, but yeah, there's not really growth. I definitely agree in that. You ain't got nowhere else to go. But that's what I was saying. I agree with the comment where they said they think the cap should be raised. Definitely, I think so. Like, it should be raised higher. So people who don't, not everyone wants to move up. You know what I mean? Like, people would love, I know there's people who would just love to be a stower forever. You feel me? Like, if they can get paid $30 to be in a store, I might mess around and go back to store. Because my dreams of Amazon, of going to L6, done. You feel me? Done. Unless I get back into FC, then I'll shoot for it again. But it's just like, not everybody wants to play the game with the politics. Not everybody wants to. It's politics. It ain't just Amazon. Anywhere where you try to move up, it's politics. You got to play favorites, or you got to make sure you don't get on this person's bad side. And it's just like, ugh. That's the only thing that describes it. It's just, ugh. You know what I mean? Like, ugh. So I ain't gonna lie. If I could be a stower making $30 an hour, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I can do it. The only reason I would want to be in some management position is because it's just, in my opinion, there's two sides. I could do that, but when I was a PA, even though people say it's harder, to me it wasn't. I was able to work smarter and not harder. I was able to get other people. I was able to be the chess player and move the pieces. You know what I mean? So that's what I would miss if I had to. If stores were allowed to make 30 an hour, I would miss that part. I would miss being the remix, the Stuttering Stanley. Oh, snaps. Jonathan, why you got me stuttering on live, bro? But yo, this is funny. But that's the only thing I would miss, being the chess player of moving the pieces. That's the only thing I like about management. PAs, process assistant. It's a little more stress, but you're doing less work physically, in my opinion. As a PA, I think PAs are the dopest. You feel me? I think they are more prepared sometimes than the manager. Only reason why I think managers are sometimes more prepared is because it's where PAs need a lot of help. And what I've seen is their communication, engagement. But when it comes to the process and handling stress, PAs is it. You feel me? A PA should be able to get a job anywhere after being a PA. But I don't think I'll be able to stay in the store position, because I would rather move the chess pieces around and sit back. And not just sit back, go in politics. Now I can go talk to my associates. Hey, what's good? I see you killing it over here. Boom, boom. And forget killing it. If I see somebody looking sad, you okay? Everything all right? Yeah, I'm cool. Yeah. Like, one of my good associates, right? Went up, we had a real short, real cutthroat, didn't say nothing. What'd I do? I went to the break room, got that associate their favorite candy, came back, dropped it, didn't even say nothing, put it down, took off. After that break, they was like, why are you such, you're the best. And you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather be doing that instead of just, engaging, being human with humans. You feel me? Like, I like being human with humans. If I'm getting paid for it, it's even better. My dog over there going crazy right now. I got a Great Dane. This dude crazy. Nah, he's like a gentle giant for sure. All right, let me catch up on these. Oh, DJ Megahertz says the cell looks dope. Looks dope though. Good looking, my dude. I appreciate that. Definitely put a lot of work into it, painting this whole room. If you look at back in my old vlogs, you see I was in this room talking about what I was gonna do, and now I'm in here doing it. It's pretty dope. But thank you. Put in a lot of work. Those posters are not just regular posters. Those are my posters that I created with my brand. They're on, what's my website called? dreamsandmotivation.com. So if you like the posters, y'all can go support. This hat just it ain't just a regular hat. That's my hat. dreamsandmotivation.com. See, that's what I like. I want to own stuff. Like, even with the clothes, these clothes I wear, I'm just wearing it because this is my favorite brand. But anything, I want to own stuff. You know what I mean? Like, oh, anyways, all right. I don't want to go into that whole topic right now. But thank you, DJ Megahertz. Good looking. True, but come on, they should raise it. I'm with you. I'm with you. I feel you. I feel you. But I think you posted that after my whole little talk about they should. That's a fact. Like I don't see why any of these positions people don't want. Not everyone wants to be a manager. Not everyone wants to be a PA. You feel me? Like make this position to where they can, if they stay there long enough, where they can at least take care of I don't know, their life themselves. I agree, my dude, Truth Seeker. I'm with you. They should raise it. They should let it be 28. You know what I mean? For real. $28. 28 is a stower. Yeah, if you worked there 10 years, you feel me? Like, yeah, why not? So I agree with you, Truth Teller. I'm with you. Now I'm a tier 1. I plan on moving up in Amazon these coming years, being a general manager at KFC. Okay. The results were all on my head. 24. Oh, okay. I was working 70 hours a week to keep the store together. I believe it. In KFC, I don't know nothing about their process and the way they move. But anything, a general manager anywhere, from all the people that I've talked to, one of the Packers was a general manager. One of my top performers, she was a general manager. And she said the same, like I'm saying, that's why I didn't want to go higher than an L6, which is an operations manager in Amazon. I didn't want to go higher than that because the 7s that I knew, and then the very few people who I've talked to that were in general managers, it's stressful. That money is there, facts. But what's the money if the cost is your soul? You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? That goes back to that vlog where I ain't seen a happy person in one of them big old houses I be seeing on the delivery. But I'm glad that you were able to get into something, you feel me, where you're not stressed. Forget the money. You are the general man. Like that position didn't make you. You made that position. You know what I mean? So you're still that. You're still great. You're still general manager potential. But it's just like, you don't have that stress over here beating your body and your brain. So I'm glad you got out of that. And I'm sure if you did that over there, you'll do 10 times better with it over here. You know what I mean? So, man, that's what's up. Shout out to you. Who's that? Low key. Shout out to you, Low key. That's what's up. I like hearing that. Amazon doesn't put that type of pressures on managers from what I know. Oh, yes, they do. Oh, they do. Woo, you ain't seen none of my vlogs, huh? They do. But they give them a lot of freedom too. But let them not start hitting them numbers. And this is not Amazon in general. This is just certain teams. So it could just be certain teams. I've seen managers cry. Facts. I've seen a lot. You feel me? And it's not rare to see them to like they crack. You know what I mean? So they do have pressure, but it goes back to them as managers. They're young managers. We have a lot of young managers at Amazon, straight out of college. You feel me? First job. You feel me? Walk around the floor trying to command somebody. You're not going to get anywhere. Hilarious. Those are the funniest ones. Fresh out of college, they first job. You would think they Jeff Bezos themselves. You feel me? But Amazon doesn't put that type of pressure on managers from what I know. They do, but I think that could vary. Or at least I can say I've seen that a lot. I've seen a lot of managers cry. But I've seen a lot that don't cry and do well. You know what I mean? But it just could be in different circumstances. DJ Reezy said the old school mindset of working is hard is admirable, but nobody should be physically stressing. Facts. Yep, that's what I'm saying. I feel you. But I was just bringing up that their work ethic is different. Like our younger people, they're the ones complaining for the most part. You know what I mean? More than the elderly ones. But yeah, they need to be relaxing and retired. I would love to see that. For sure. Jim, working at Amazon FC ship doc for 8 months. Look, y'all, I said I was about to get off the live. Y'all was like, question. You ain't going nowhere, SB, send. We're going on almost 3 hours. I told myself I wasn't going to do no 3-hour live tonight. I specifically said, SB, you're not doing 3 hours a night. Here we are, almost at 3 hours. I told the homie on the phone before I got on the live, I ain't doing 3 hours a night. I'm telling you, an hour max. We sitting here in 2 hours and 50 minutes. Oh, that's funny. All right, working at Amazon FC ship doc for 8 months. I wanted to join ops tech IT, but layoffs, right, and hiring freeze got me stuck on the CPTs and thinking of just going to Apple retail. Thank God for Amazon career. The Amazon career choice be doing it. I heard that's the business. I need to look into that. But yes, it is hiring freezes going on in the tech sector for sure. they didn't hit the brakes. I'm trying to go get hired as an AM in the warehouses. It seems like that slowed down. And I got a nice amount of stuff under my belt, but you know what I mean? I might have to go to career choice as well. But I ain't gonna lie, I ain't trying to leave Amazon as a company. I would like to move around in it. I don't really want to leave under that umbrella, especially in this climate. You know what I mean? I think Amazon hopefully should ride that ship. The Amazon ship should ride this storm, hopefully better than most. I mean, like kind of how it did in the shutdown, but I don't know. But yeah, definitely take advantage of that career choice for sure. Yeah, unless you still have the highest rates in every department after 2 years. Facts. Let's see. Managers are incentivized to promote their employees now because it's one of the highest leadership principles, not tier 1. You got to go through career choice or apprenticeship. That's where the raise is. Okay. The raises are in other departments or in other companies. You not lying. I've heard that. R&E, IT, nursing, trucking, data analysis, and so on. I don't know about data analysis for Amazon. Let me stop, because they in my building. You know what I mean? And, anyways, that pressure. I'm saying the pay is be decent, but man, that pressure. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. Let me change the subject. They even offer aviation mechanic. Really? Man, y'all pumping me up to go to Amazon career choice. I think I'm gonna do it, and it'll be some good content anyways. I think I'm about to do that. This guy I seen before at L4 for 7 years just joined our department. Bro, there was an L4 for 10 years. Bro was there. He's in the picture with Uncle Jeff back when the Amazon sign was on the wall. It's like, yo, if you're an L4 for 10 years, I don't trust you. All right, I'm talking crazy now because I'm tired. But if you're an L4 for 10 years, I can't trust you. I can't trust you, bro. Oh, I'm clowning. Look at. Y'all don't ask me no crazy stuff right now because I'm liable to go off. I'm liable just to say. But yeah, 7. I've seen that too. Why? That's what you have to ask yourself. Why? Don't ask them. Don't do that. Do not do that. They don't. I'm pretty sure the ones that I've seen who's been in that position that long, you know what I mean? Like, that position is not a position you want to stay in that long. It doesn't make sense economically. Did I say, am I saying that right? I can't hear him with these headphones. Look, I'm tired. When it comes to the economics, the money, 70. Don't ask them why, but that's a question you should ask yourself. And every time I've seen that, it's crazy because other people, I wouldn't even have to ask. Like, let's say, here's a story. I was a PA, and then when I was a PA, when I was trying to move up, I wanted all the knowledge. I'm trying to get everybody's story so I can get some info from you, boom. Like, that's what you do, right? If you're around Kobe and Bryant, if you trying to get to the league, and you in college ball and you around people in the league, what you gonna do? Well, I would think you would go to the ones in the league. What'd you do to get there? Can you help me with this? All right, what about my dribble? What about my shot? You're going to ask them. So same thing when I was a PA, all the managers already knew me anyways. I would ask them different things. And they would always talk about the ones who was in that position forever. It was never like for a good reason. So that's the reason why I say that. I went to speak to them. You feel me? I asked, oh man, how long you been here for? I already knew. Somebody else told me, but I wanted him so I can see their response. You know what I mean? And then I knew from the response, it was like, just like 10 years. It was like, you know what I mean? Like, I know he wasn't even proud of that, but the reason why I say that is just because, yeah, you don't want, financially, you want to move up. No one, I've never met anyone who wants to stay an L4 manager. Not one. I asked them all. Not all of them in the company, but all the ones I've come across. You like this position? Someone would just be like, no. But when I asked them a few questions, and that's one of them, would you stay in this position? If you had the choice, would you just stay at L4? No. All of them. All the ones that I've asked, absolutely not. No, I'm trying to get to that L6. Everybody's on a mission to go higher. Why? How come no one's like, I love the L4. I'll stay here forever and retire? Is what you'll never hear from an L4. Facts. You feel me? Unless you got one that does. That's, I don't know, but I've never heard that before. Let me catch up on y'all comments. Eventually, Amazon's going to be fully automated. So it makes no sense to be doing manual labor in Amazon. And if there's no incentive for them to pay, and there is no incentive for them to pay more. Facts. Except to please public pressure, because Amazon, only way they, on the FC side, they got to continue to be in the good graces of the public. That's why they always do come with these things when stuff goes viral and stuff goes crazy, and they kind of give into it. Why? Public pressure. One thing I found out on the delivery side, Amazon has loyal customers. Every time I go to delivery and I'm going down a certain block, I already know which houses I'm going to before my little GPS tells me. It may throw some new ones in there, but there's certain people who are just loyal. It was funny. Literally, my last route, this dude was like, and he told me, like, it helps me or something. He's like, I'm a loyal customer. I've been loyal to you guys for 10 years. I played it off because I'm always customer friendly. Oh, man, that's what's up, man. Hey, thank you for support, man. But inside, it's like, actually, I didn't think nothing bad, but I was just really tripping out. Like, Amazon really does have a loyal customer base that I think holds them up. So that's one reason why I think they don't just cut people like that. But yeah, I think they are. That's a video. I said I've made a video. Amazon robots taking over, something like that. I made that video months ago. But and people was like, oh no, there's not. That'll take forever. It won't. It won't take forever. And I agree. It's gonna be fully automated for sure. I think everything. I just saw a video today. The Frappuccino was being made by by a robot. Give me my cappuccino, you robot. I don't want you to make my give me my drink. You ain't making my drink. Give it to the human. You feel me? Here, you, Sarah, please. I continue. No, I don't want no robot making my coffees. I don't want robots flipping my burger. I don't want robots stowing next to me. You feel me? No, keep all the robots. AI, Will Smith. We're not dealing with that over here, but we are. Anyways, I just want to rant. I seen that today, a robot making coffee in a coffee shop. Y'all better not support this. Don't support them, any of these robots. We need to stand up, because what is it going to do? It's going to take jobs away. But I know the argument. I know, well, that makes more jobs for the tech sector. I get it. But who? For who? Look at our labor force. Who is going to tech school right now to work on these robots? Nobody. You feel me? Oh, shout out to you, Jonathan. What's good? He said, my bad. I didn't mean to make it. Yeah, he made me stutter earlier. See, look, I'm doing it again. Every time I'm answering Jonathan, I start stuttering. But nobody should be physically stressing at that age. I say mind over matter. True. That's true. But I kind of gave an example for myself. I mentally can go way further than my body. That's true, though. But when you get to that age, sometimes your body will sit you down. I'm just saying. But I feel you coming from, though. Facts. It says REM will be that only one standing. Facts. Army, I think is what he means. Facts. Taking forever to fix stuff, too. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Respect the aging, and hopefully you'll get to be facts. Hey, I'm with you 100%. Facts. Truth seeker, that's what's up. Is Tip, have you ever worked with robotics economy at Amazon? Nope. I don't want nothing to do with these robots. I'm Will Smith in this piece. You feel me? I'm eyeballing all of them. Let me see a robot. ISB. You feel me? I'm thinking like, man, hey, this is a robot, man. He's cool. I'm like, yeah, all right. They gonna walk away. He gonna turn back around. We will take over your world, SB. We are coming for you. I'm like, see? Get him. They're like, you're crazy, bro. You're crazy. Nope. What's that movie with Will Smith in the iRobot? You feel me? It's iRobot over here. But no, sorry. I haven't heard, or I haven't worked with robots economy. I want nothing to do with robots. But I haven't even heard of that. I didn't even know they have. Where is robot economy? Hold on, Tiffany. Where'd you hear about this from? At Amazon. I need to start my businesses need to go immediately. You feel me? I need to get out of this. If they give 28 to a tier 1, they will have to give it heavy raises. Right. See, Jonathan, thank you. Thank you for bringing us all, even me, back to reality. That's a fact. They can't. They can't do that. They can't. As much as we want them to raise that cap. But Jonathan, what do you think? Because we're talking about for the cap. So what if they, I think they maybe, because what if they, for those other departments, they just raise their cap? Not initial pay. We're talking about your tenure. We're talking about tier ones who's been there 10 years and they're still making $18. Like, why can't they continue to get their annual raises after the 2-year mark? You know what I mean? They can just do the same thing for everybody else. Then we probably can see people be at L4 for 7 years and be good. I think they probably should do that. See, now that you brought that up, I think they could do that. How long did it take you to get inclined as a PA? I've been waiting for 2 months so far. It was different. I knew, like I don't know if I can say all this. I knew, like it was. How do I even say it? It was. I guess it depends. What you're waiting? Are you waiting for a slot? Like if you already went through your interview, you got the incline. Oh, how long did it take me to get inclined as a PA? I've been waiting for 2 months. Have you had your interview already? If you haven't had your interview, you're waiting for a spot to be open. It's probably going to take you like 5, 6, 7 months at the least to get in position to get the PA interview. Now, if you already had your interview and you're inclined and you're waiting to get slotted, that can take, you know what I mean? That can go any which way because that's where the team, the ops manager, they go about. It's kind of who they want to slot. But I'm not sure if you're talking about how long it takes for you to get an interview or you said incline. So if you're inclined, how long it takes to get slotted. I'm not really sure what you mean on that one. I feel like there's a trap at Amazon. Tier 1 people aren't growing and just not living facts. That's a fact. It's labor. I don't think it's a trap. This is labor. They're just using humans to pack boxes. You feel me? Like, hey, what's the job? I mean, look at it. Look at everything about Amazon tier 1. No interview. When have you ever had a job where they don't interview you? Like that blew me away when I first came to Amazon. I came to orientation thinking I had a fresh button up, a fresh fit, thinking I'm about to sit in front of somebody, thinking it's like I got an interview. I got to, you know what I mean? No, it was none of that. They said, you're all here. You're hired. You know what I mean? We're just going to talk about the company. It's like, all right, so nah. I don't think it's a trap. I just think they're just using people to pack boxes because they're not really like lying. You know what I mean? It's not like they're promising you promotions or anything like that, or they're saying, hey, we have so much. They don't really promise that to tier 1s. I mean, I think they paint that picture like there's opportunity here, which I do think there's a lot of opportunity at Amazon. But yeah, definitely. Tier 1, you packing boxes or stowing. You're definitely not growing. But you could. There's an option to do it. You know what I mean? I think that is at Amazon where you do have those options to grow as a leader more so at other companies because just in the pure fact that they're bigger. But that's just my opinion. I want to say thank you so much for your videos. I love your content so much, and I look forward to seeing all your videos. Have a good one. Thank you so much, Truth Seeker. I definitely appreciate that. I'm so glad that you find the content beneficial. I really try when it comes to this content to bring and deliver the best way that I can and to put a lot of thought into it to the best of my ability. So when I hear that, that really means a lot. As like it may on your end of this, it may look easy. Like you're just looking at somebody talk. On this end, it's a whole lot. Should I say this? Should I say that? Should I get this? Looking for information. It's just a whole lot that goes into it. So I appreciate you saying that for real, for real. If y'all haven't yet, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. That helps out a lot. Thank you. Thank you. When I was at a delivery station, a DSP manager that ran load ups was crying all day. I think that's all day. I believe it. This Amazon we're talking about. Okay, there you go. My what's that thing called? Not GPS. My signal was a little low. Yeah, I believe it. It's stress. Here, do this. All my delivery drivers, go on Google and type in DSP owner exposes Amazon. Oh no, don't put that. Put DSP owner speaks on Amazon, and you really see what they go on the delivery side, what they have to deal with. I was thinking about becoming a DSP owner because you just got to put up like 10,000 and then you can be the owner of a DSP with Amazon. bet. You serious? Let's run it. until I started looking into it. I'm like, you feel me? Like, never mind. I'm cool. I'll pass. Good looking though, Uncle Jeff. Y'all ain't finna get me caught up in there. All right, let me see real quick. But yeah, I'm not surprised at that at all. So DJ Reed said, my last manager quit on the spot. He thought about it on the drive to work and announced it. That ain't, but the crazy thing is, and I'm sure you know, DJ Rizzy, you're a PA and you know, you've been a PA for a minute. That's not surprising to hear. You know what I mean? That's the crazy part. That's a fact. Amazon hits different. It is different. That's why I believe they get hired on all these other companies quick and they get paid more because Amazon, it hits different. Is it easier to be an AM at a source center? I don't know. And the my boy Mike that was supposed to be on this vlog as a guest tonight, he is from the source center. He is an AM from the source center. So he was about to give us a lot of information on that. So I don't know. But I don't think it might be easier, maybe due to I don't know. It probably all just depends on the volume. I heard the teams were a lot smaller. The whole overall headcount was a lot smaller. So automatically you're going to have less that you're overseeing just from an overview. But be sure to subscribe. If you're not subscribed, he's going to be on the channel soon. He will give us the rundown on that for sure. There is no VET. Man, that's what's up. I know in my building, they just hit me with a VET and I was not. I'm like, man, I wish y'all would have told me this. You feel me? Before I picked up a second job that was going to have VET all of a sudden all over the place. But shout out to you. Thank you much for tuning in. If you guys haven't, hit the like button. But yeah, right now, it seems this is usually the season where there isn't VET. And that's a normal thing from the last 3 years I've been working here. During this time, right after peak, is usually slow. It's usually a lot of VTO during this time. Ageism is a form of discrimination. I've been treated differently because I have been blessed, live my life in multiple industries from corporate warehouse. The aging have credentials. No, facts. Ageism is a form of discrimination. I think maybe how it's played out, but from the people, I don't think it's discrimination. Like, I mean, but maybe they can take it that way. Maybe if you know you're getting pampered and you're like, yo, just treat me like a regular person. I want to do the work everybody else is doing. All right, bet. You can go hit that 500 rate real quick. No, I'm just playing. But it's like, for most people, I've never heard the elderly really complain about it. But I think it's coming from a place of respect. It's not in disrespect. You know what I mean? It's just like, yo, would you want to do this? You know, instead of that, they can easily turn it down. But I just for that, you're right. I'm pretty sure there's a thing called, there's ageism, but I think it comes from a place of respect. We are taught to respect our elders. We're taught to, look after our elders. So I think that's why. I don't think it's coming from any type of judgment. You know what I mean? Nothing else but from respect. That's just my opinion, though. That's just my opinion. But shout out to you for bringing that up. Never even thought of that, honestly. So shout out to you for bringing that up. Ageism. That's deep. Never really even thought of that. Sorry for being late. Is there any VTO? No, get over here in front of ain't no VTO over here. Shout out to you for being in the building, and thank you so much for the super chat. Definitely appreciate that. Thank you for the support, my dude. For sure. Appreciate that. Raise his hand. I went to school to be a technician. But Jonathan, you're not normal. From your first comment since lives have started, you're not normal, Jonathan. You're not the average worker. You're not. You are different. That's for sure. And I don't even know you that much just from the lives, but the first few comments, I was like, oh yeah, he's cut different. So, but 90% of Amazon, ain't nobody in tech school. Just being honest, 90% of the people we know is not in tech school, but it seems like 90% of the jobs are going tech IT. So it's like just that basic math right there. Most jobs going into AI, nobody in the general population training for working on AI, what happens? You know what I mean? But that's just how I'm looking from it. I could be wrong. Like somebody brought up Amazon's robots program or something like that. I didn't even know about that. So maybe they're trying to get people to work on it, you know? So hopefully. But shout out to you. You ready. You feel me? My dude, John is prepared for whatever. He said, where we going? AI? Bet. Imagine a robot driving to Amazon. We don't got to imagine. We ain't got to imagine. It's happening. Go look at self-driving 18-wheelers. It's happening. We ain't got to imagine. We ain't got to use no imagination. Go to YouTube, type in 18-wheeler driving by itself. It's here. It's going on. They may haven't, Amazon probably just hasn't picked it up yet, but it's Amazon. You feel me? They gonna get there. Can you guys see me? I think I look frozen on my screen. I can't see though. Let me know if you guys can see me in the chat, y'all. Can you imagine living near SSD or a DS and having a mini robot show up at your order? No. I mean, we don't have to. No. Let a robot. Oh, I don't even want that day to come. Just thinking about it gets frustrated. I'm telling you, I'm with Will Smith. I don't want none of. I don't. No, and no. Don't bring me no groceries. Don't come to my door talking about you got a package for me. No robots allowed. I'm gonna get a sign on my lawn that say no robots. So no, I don't want to imagine that. That would suck. I'm sure we're gonna get there for sure. What do you think about Amazon, or what do you think about becoming really social after working at Amazon? I feel that way since I've been there. Facts. It's 1 year. I like it. That's very true. So becoming more social. What in the world? Hold on, real quick. Let me see if my phone is tripping. So that's weird. I don't think you guys can see me, huh? Somebody did say you're frozen. So I don't know why. I'm on my actual on the phone. It's all um I not at you. I don't know why it's freezing up right now. It's like, yo, you at 3 hours. You say you're only doing one. You working me a little bit too much tonight. But becoming more social, 'cause I'm pretty sure you can still hear me. That definitely happened. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I was already a real social dude, but I can see how that happens. But the good side of that, you can now utilize that for other jobs. You know what I mean? For just in life in general, is good to be a person who can communicate with others. Believe it or not, a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people have become what they call that introverts. Nothing wrong with that at all. I love being with myself a lot. Nothing wrong with that. But it comes, there's a field, and this work field, it kind of pays off to be not an extrovert, but being able to, like you said, more social. You know what I mean? Like that goes further, in my opinion. And that can go and be utilized in every area of life. So I think it's dope. I do see that happen a lot. People kind of come out of their shell. I think that's super dope. Oh, okay. Bet. Thank you much for clearing that up. I appreciate your content. You're very inspiring. Keep on keeping on. I'm gonna try my best. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Admit it. You wouldn't want to be outpaid by a cashier at a fast food chain, would you? Imagine for an IT truck driving technicians, we already have techs leaving for better pay. That's true, but what if that cashier was there 25 years? I wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like time means a lot, So if with me being an Amazon corporate, would I feel some type of way if a cashier and found out the cashier is making more than me? I'd be like, oh, what? You make how much? How long you been there? 22 years. Oh, you deserve that. You feel me? I've been at Amazon corporate 1 year, barely, not even a year yet. You know what I mean? So now that time, in my opinion, that's just my opinion. But I see where you're coming from. For sure. If I was a manager, I'd let people use their phones and headphones. Bet. But would you do that if you were the owner of the company? I hear you. Because even me, I have to think like, yeah, I would love to let people use their iPhones and headphones too. But what if I was the owner of the company? Not just any company, the biggest company on earth, where I know people try to sue for any little thing. So that is kind of where, you know what I mean? That's why I think they do that. I don't know for sure. But you said if I was a manager, I'd let people use their phones and headphones. Bet. But would you do that as the owner of the company? You know what I mean? That's my question right there. Facts SB, I had a suit on my day I bought an ID for reals. Let's see. It's safety issue. That's why they won't let you use headphones. Yep. Well, it depends. For example, you won't be able to use a ULD. Okay. Again, I'm trying to catch up with y'all. Perhaps I am. Either way, you have to be aware of your surroundings. Period. I'm a social media person, but my current warehouse. Look, y'all dropping these comments. I thought we was gonna end it. Okay, so we're gonna give it 5 more minutes just because I don't know why this thing is freezing up. Nothing's changed. My Wi-Fi, everything's on. Don't know what's going on. But let's go ahead and knock these comments out real quick though. Or someone yelling stop, right? So you won't hurt yourself. That's what I said. I said in the situation, if 2 people had their earphones in, ain't nobody hearing nothing. You know what I mean? And if somebody was a pallet runner or pulling something, and then somebody else had something, earphones on, that I could see how that could be an issue. Because what somebody said is something that I've heard a lot of people say, and somebody said in the comments tonight. Well, there are people who can't hear who work at Amazon, and my response for that was like, but they're the minority. You know what I mean? So I can see why they still don't, because if the majority of people couldn't hear that worked in Amazon, I think they would probably have other things in place. You know what I mean? Like more signs or more things if that was the case. But yeah. Somebody shot a super chat, super sticker. Good looking. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for the support. It means more than you know, for sure. Thank you so much. Definitely appreciate that support. I have to yell at people to stop approaching because they had earphones. Right. See, not right. They're walking into a hazard zone if I wasn't there spotting. Facts. That's a fact. That's what I'm saying. I think it comes down to legality, in my opinion. I haven't read that anywhere. That's just my opinion. But for sure, I agree. I agree with you. I don't like it. I would love to be walking around with earphones when I was a PA, but it makes sense. And imagine, me being a PA, there's so many times where I had to call out to somebody or something. They had earphones in, they wouldn't be able to hear me. So I agree with you on that. If we can't wear headphones, why? Oh, see, yeah, you just comment that. Only my response for that, which doesn't reflect the company at all, but it's because they're still the minority. Now, if we had a whole building of people who couldn't hear, I think it would be operated different. You know what I mean? If we had a whole building of people who couldn't see, it would be operated different. The layout would be different. There'll be more precautions. There'll be, you know what I mean? So I think because that's such a minority, like they don't exclude them at all. Like one of my homies, one of my boys from Amazon, he's deaf, super dope. He's fire, super dope dude. He got hired. He went to corporate first, and then I ended up following him. But you know what I mean? There's such a minority. Now, like I said, if the whole building was like that, it would be different. You know what I mean? The whole operations would have to be operated different, in my opinion. Because deaf people can use hearing aid. At my site now, a single deaf person wears one. What if you? Oh, that's a good one. If there's a fire and they're talking and they're taking a shift, they won't hear. That's true. But it's still a minority compared to somebody gonna see that if there's a fire, they still won't be able to hear. Wait, they're taking. I didn't see that last part. Facts, but somebody gonna hear. That's the thing. Somebody will hear. Somebody gonna run there and bang on that bathroom stall, and they won't hear that either. They'll put their hand up under there, something. You feel me? I got a homie who's deaf. If I knew he was in the bathroom, I'm running there. I'm jumping over. You feel me? Hey, come on, let's go. He like, whoa. You feel me? I don't know sign language, but I'm just gonna grab him. Come on, let's go. You feel me? That's a funny scenario, bro. That scenario, like, what is the chance of that scenario happening? That's hilarious. I don't think that's like a 1.1% chance, but there's still a chance. You feel me? So I'm with you. But my response would be somebody is going to hear there's a fire. So somebody can go grab them out the bathroom. I know I'm frozen. I know. Like I'm saying, that's why we're going to wrap it up in about 5 minutes. I'm just going to answer you guys' questions real quick. I don't know why I'm frozen. But hey, if you want to wear it, don't get mad when we yell at you. Yeah, that's a fact. Robots own lawn will be shot on. Oh, facts. But them things is probably gonna be metal. You know what I mean? So you're gonna be dodging that stuff ricocheting. But I feel you. I need that sign. Robots online will be shot on sight. I think that will, you know what? I might have to create that sign and put that on jamesandmotivation.com because that I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels like that. They should, but they don't have. Okay, let me see. I'm a social media person, but my current warehouse makes me not want to socialize. These people move like zombies and AI robots. I just come in, bro. I'm on here. I'm on social. I'm a social person too. I'll do social media. I don't even talk at work. I used to when I was a PA. Now, if you talk to anybody in my building and you ask them, hey, what's SB like? They're like, who? Oh, actually, I take that back. A lot of people found my channel and be watching, and it's a trip. I got seniors watching, but um, for the most part, if they didn't know what I did on here with Amazon, they'll be like, that dude's quiet. At work, I don't talk to nobody, especially when I first went to corporate. Nobody. It's just I don't know. I was over it. Just I don't know. I don't talk to nobody either. But now I'm kind of opening up a little bit more, but not really. I no, I'm keeping work at work. You know, I don't even really want too many friends at work because these jobs are smart. Why do they have all these things where they want us to do so much stuff together and job day, all these jobs, why do they have family day and all this stuff? They want you to build your friendships there. You don't know how many associates I've talked to where they didn't leave the job. I'm looking all over the place because I know the camera's frozen. I need to look into the camera. When you have friends at job, you're more invested in your job. I knew a gang of associates when I was a PA who didn't leave that shift because of friends, who wanted to leave Amazon but didn't because they're friends. So that's why I don't got no friends at work. I mean, shout out. Nah, I take that back. Shout out to y'all who support at work. But I'm talking about in person when I'm in office. I don't talk to nobody. I'm just not invested like I used to be into the company. So I feel you. I feel you like that. I mean, I feel you on that, saying that you don't really talk to people that much. You got to be aware of your surroundings. That's a fact. If you're able to, for sure. That's a for sure. Low key dropped another super chat. SB, now you got me feeling bad for not having my earphone. Nah, you're good. Thank you for the super chat again. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for the support, man. Thank you. Let's see. Okay, let me help me get through these comments. That's a fact. That's another thing. Things do be moving fast in that warehouse, man. That's for sure. It's last day I'm jumping on the conveyor belt. Yo, don't do that. Please don't. There was somebody who lost a finger on the conveyor belt at our building. Don't them things. I was always the one who would be taking risk with the conveyor belt. Don't tell nobody. Let me HR be in the building, hypothetically speaking. But somebody lost a finger. After that, I was like, oh yeah, I'm not playing with them. I never played with them, but yeah, be careful with those. Them things ain't no joke. Don't know if you noticed. He said, don't know if you noticed. Safety is short-handed recently. Oh, I believe it. It seems like they're cutting the fat. In my opinion, I think everything is going to be short-staffed or short-handed. Honestly, and even facts. That's a fact. My FC, there's this job called box pushing, and this guy I know just sits down with his Bluetooth beanie and chills. Yeah, they do got some. I remember when the shutdown happened, they used to have people scanning people's heads. Y'all remember that for the little fever? They would sit there all day. But I don't know if I would want to do that. Like that. I can only imagine how slow time goes. You know what I mean? But yeah, there'd be some people big chilling. Safety, they walk around all day. But that time be going by too slow for me. Like, nah, put me to stow. I used to like stowing. That was low key therapeutic to me. I'm just boom. It's weird. You can just get in the zone and just go. At least me. I would just get in the zone and just be. That was actually time that I could think. You know what I mean? I loved it. But don't put me with RSR. But to clarify, I think you can get away with one earbud in my warehouse. It's recommended to wear earplugs. Especially under the AR. So I think personally one earbud wouldn't hurt, but two is too much. True. But not all managers are the same. And, just because some people do it, don't mean they won't write you up for doing it. You know what I mean? So just be careful with those things, just because a lot of people do get written up for them. And this time in this situation in our economy, you don't want to get let go over something so stupid as earbuds. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna do it, do your thing, but just be careful, um, because I've heard people are getting written up for those things. Yo, SB, can you check if, and thank you much for the super chat. Definitely appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yo, SB, can you check if there's any Valentine for me in the chat? He said, look, I'm gonna drop you $5. Put me up for a Valentine vote. Well, you don't have a picture. What are we supposed to put you up on here? You guys a SpongeBob jumping in the air with joy. You feel me? How they know what you look like? Oh, yo, is there anybody looking for a Valentine? I don't know. Are you a guy? You're a girl? We don't even know what you are. Just being honest. Yo, if anybody's looking for Valentine's, Inferno 99 is here for a Valentine. Inferno 99 says, I am here for a Valentine. Shout out to you, my guy, and good looking for the support too, for sure, for sure. Earplugs are required to wear in certain areas. That's a fact. Definitely take care of your ears though, too. Look, you see, yeah, that's to protect your hearing. It is a lot of noise in there, and I can definitely see that being an issue. Anybody work in non-inventory receiver? I'm sure there's somebody. I think the homie Zell, did he do a non-inventory? I forgot. I don't think he's in here right now, but I've heard of it. I've dealt with non-inventory, but I don't really know too much what they do, just being honest. SpongeBob, nah, we don't know who SpongeBob is. SpongeBob Inferno 99 though, be dropping the super chat. Good looking on that. Good looking for sure. Imagine if Jeff Bezos pulls up and started breaking all the safety rules. What would happen? Nothing. Nothing. They gonna clap and cheer. Man, chain of command. Psh, don't nobody. Wait a minute. Let me be politically correct. That almost came out too blunt. None of these managers will challenge nobody above them for the most part. Let Jeff come in there and hop on a conveyor belt and watch all the managers start laughing. Oh, Jeff, you're so funny. Oh, be careful. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing, Jeff. Jeff will go up in there and do what he want. You feel me? Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. That's a fact. Because ain't nobody gonna put their promotion on the line. They're like, shoot, Jeff want to roll? Jeff, you want me to push you? Hey, Unc, you want me to push you down the conveyor? The conveyor slide going to the dock? I'll push you, Unc. I get a promotion, right? Ain't nobody about to check, Jeff. Anybody working RP&D night shift? Let's see. You're not Jeff Bezos LRC. Just an Amazonian. Facts. It says Jeff. Wait, where'd it go? Jeff sitting down on the station. Jeff doing what he want. You feel me? He'll pack what he want to pack. Ain't nobody finna correct him. All his boxes getting kicked out from the slam. Ain't nobody gonna tell him that. They gonna clap him. You feel me? Man, Jeff will go in there and run that building. It's sad. The game, like, that's what sucks too. When you're moving up in the chain of command, you got to watch I call it turbulence of moving up, well, all the drama and the politics. But some of them, the way it's we ain't gonna go there. I ain't even gonna go there. But it's 2 hours, it's 3 hours and 30 minutes. This was way longer than it was supposed to be. I was supposed to be on here for an hour max. 3 hours with no guest. You feel me? We did that. You feel me? That's what's up. I'm proud of us. We did this. Y'all, it was y'all. I was ready to get off in an hour. I even said, I was like, all right, y'all, 5 more minutes. Then more questions came. Y'all drug, you know what I mean? We went there tonight. That's what's up. I think this is the longest live with no guest. That's what's up. If y'all haven't yet, hit that like button for me. And if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. But This is your boy SB. Yes, got a concert next month, so I'm gonna be doing some more footage on the music, some new music I'm working on. But other than that, thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. We had a great live, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Definitely go ahead and pull back to the front. We was talking, it went from everywhere. It was mostly just answering y'all questions throughout the whole night. You guys had some dope questions, so thank you so much. But thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow. I will be posting something tomorrow. Don't know what it is yet. But other than that, we do have the next live will be next Thursday. So be sure to get you some questions down. Jonathan said, let's break the record next week for sure, for sure. Be sure to put you some questions down. Jonathan, you're gonna have to hop in the live, man. You down to hop in next week or what? You be having some a good head on your shoulders with some good information. But you guys be sure to tune in next week. We might have a special guest. We might not, depending on I have a few people I'm talking to. We're gonna see. But other than that, it's your boy SB. If you haven't heard none of my music yet, be sure to check out iTunes, Spotify, all that good stuff. And other than that, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. It's your boy SB. We out.